So hey guys, it's really good to be back. I'm really glad that
Hey,
everything.
someone left some hair gel in the bathroom.
Someone left some hair gel in the bathroom.
Is it yours? It's not. No.
Well, it's not mine. Brink asked if it's yours, Frosted Flake.
No, I don't use that stuff.
You don't use this stuff. All right, so it was a long weekend. We're not going to get into it much, but if you left the Tresemme hair gel in my house and you want it back, tough shit.
It's got to be Energon Addicts.
It's gone. So
I think it's for Jisk, man. I think he might use that on his beard.
It's possible. It is very possible that it is the beer goo of champions. I do think there's a huge industry for beard care.
Oh, the beard products, yeah, there's crazy fucking money in that.
Yeah,
oils and fucking soaps and waxes and all that shit.
Yeah, and rim jobs and pudding pops and all that.
Hemp belts and flip flops and khaki shorts.
Yeah, and vegan poems about vegan bicycles, right?
Gluten-free ground beef particles.
Do you have any? So Frosted Flakes has a job. He works at a yogurt shop. Yeah, my son is a yogurt jockey.
A yogurt jerker.
A yogurt jerk. Yeah, instead of a soda jerk. And like he said, one first day he walks in, he said you could see him coming. But this couple came in, and the husband said, "Do you have any gluten-free ice cream?" and Mason said, "Well, sir, it's yogurt." And no.
You remember that Seinfeld episode, fat-free yogurt? So there's no fat in this yogurt. There is fat in this yogurt, and they found that it wasn't fat-free.
Yeah, they had been binging on it. Sign of the times.
Isn't all yogurt gluten-free? It's a bread product, right?
What?
Yeah, I think
gluten. That's like a byproduct of bread and like bread stuff.
Well,
so
wheat.
Yeah, wheat. Yeah.
Bread is normally not an element unto itself.
No, is that the only Seinfeld episode where they actually had to bleep a curse word? I remember.
Get the F out is what.
No, it was the one where the kid was ripping apart his tape. He said he had the best stand-up, and the kid was fucking around with his Walkman. He's ripping up the tape. He goes, "Stop fucking with my tape, you little bastard!" He's ripping the fucking tape out all over the place.
Oh my goodness! All right, what's up, party people? Welcome to Enter the Realm, episode 145 of the Realm of Collectors podcast. Pull up a chair to the cool table, a group of like-minded shows and podcasts featuring this one, Enter the Realm, Shattercast Uncut, Nerd Rage Radio, Plastic Fanatics, Figa Bangin', Beer and Bolters 40K, Stasis Lock, Toy Detox, Building Up to It, Fresh Communication, and Breaking the Mold. Check out music from Cobra Law Records. Nathan Haskell's Bandcamp is where you can find the entire catalog of Cobra Law music, including Nathan's latest album of Cabbages and Kings. Your What's in the Fucking Box and Shelf Life videos. You can participate in the content on this very channel. You can send those videos via Google Drive, preferably to
Enter the Realmcast at gmail.com.
The Realm is for everybody. You can find The Realm on Facebook. Our group is Realm of Collectors. Instagram is at Realm of Collectors, where Antoine is steady crushing it. And follow the hashtag Realm of Collectors while you're on Instagram to see what everybody else in the realm is up to. Our website is realmofcollectors.com. You can check out our blog. And if you're listening on an audio format, iTunes, Podbean, Podcast Addict, Google Play, give us a 5-star rating, because that's what all the cool kids are doing. This episode of Enter the Realm is brought to you by Agabucks.com. Agabus is the official e-tailer of the Realm of Collectors. Visit Agabus.com today for all your masterpiece and third-party needs. $5.95 flat rate shipping, free shipping on orders over $150. Price matching with other online retailers, and Agabucks, same as cash reward system. Make a purchase and earn points towards your next purchase. See Agabus.com for details. The show is also sponsored by Crashbox Customs, the official Mezco supplier of the Realm of Collectors. Visit Crashbox Customs on social media for all your Mezco 112 needs. Mention Realm when ordering for a surprise. gift. My name is Pinkerton, and I'm glad to be back. Joining me tonight is some jackals. We're not going to call ourselves a squad.
That wasn't too bad, Chris, man. Just like,
for
like riding a bike.
Right,
yeah, it's like riding a bike. It's like riding a bike. Going across the bottom of my Google Hangout screen. Coming up first is the Brinkalizer, Brian Brink.
Yo, what's up, people? I'm happy to say that I was spared by Thanos. Here I am.
Thanks
problem.
for hanging around. Up next, probably the one I've really missed the most. That beard's getting really thick, man.
I actually trimmed it not too long ago.
Oh, okay. Getting in your teeth a little bit.
Yeah.
Chew it down. My own very own personal thunder thief, young Daniel, is with us.
Yo, what's up? Happy to have you back. Missed you terribly.
Terribly.
And I was not spared by Thanos.
Oh, do you not feel so well?
You don't feel so
I
well?
don't feel that well.
He hasn't been feeling that well for about 2 years now.
Save me, Mr. Pinkerton.
Yeah. And of course, the man behind the controls, the rock father himself, Dust Mites.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Chris, fucking happy to have you back.
Glad to be back.
It's like we get one back, we lose another one.
Well, I guess we'll talk about Infinity Gauntlet a little bit later. But, you win some, you lose some, but you live. You live to fight another day. You know what Craig's dad said to him? So real quick, my boy is getting of age to watch some of my favorite movies. I actually called them adult movies the other night and didn't mean that kind of adult movie. So we watched Office Space the other night. You had never seen it? Boy, that movie is bad now, but it is still so good.
Oh, it's not that bad.
No, it's poorly made. It's very poorly edited, but it is so great, man.
It holds up, man.
Really hey, Peter, check out Channel 9.
It holds up.
So many of those. Yeah. Did you get that memo?
I mean, there's so many references to that movie, and especially on the internet, like with memes and shit like that. It just.
And then the soundtrack. Fucking Ghetto Boys on the soundtrack. Yeah. Back up in your ass, like the resurrection. But that was great.
I just love the way the fucking dude just comes back to work and just doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Just doesn't fucking care.
Dude, that whole thing with the printer, that just, I don't know. People my age.
PC's load letter. What
Dude.
the fuck's that?
Exactly.
On my work computer, that's my wallpaper, is them standing in the field with the baseball bat.
Nice. Dude, I think everyone who's worked in an office has just wanted to destroy the printer.
Yes. This piece of shit. There's a couple funny Easter eggs in that. One of them is, they go to tchotchkes like as soon as on Monday morning, first thing.
Yep.
They're sitting around drinking coffee. Michael Bolton he never drinks his coffee, I don't think, but he puts sugar. He's continuously opening sugar packets the entire time they're sitting there.
Now I got to put it on the rotation again. It's been a while.
Yeah. So let's see. I've got Friday to watch with him. Grandma's Boy.
Oh, you haven't
Grandma's
seen
Boy.
Dude, I was talking about Grandma's Boy the other day.
I
Fucking
can't
classic.
believe you came on my mom. That may be one of the best lines. I hate your
Now,
name.
when he's watching the movies, does he get uncomfortable with the risky scenes?
No, not at all.
Oh,
not
good,
at all.
good.
No, we
I mean,
played...
they're both naked anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, roll tide. It's called an Alabama Slammer, right? No,
Shout out to Hardcore Holly.
We watched. Yeah, there you go. We were playing Cards Against Humanity.
Up. Here we go. It's a new segment on the show.
Please answer it live.
House phone with Brink.
I think it was a real number.
Call from Walker Daniel.
Walker Daniel.
Put him on.
Let's not.
This is great podcasting. Hey, Brian, I have a quick question for you. Why don't you just turn the fucking ringer off on that phone?
I don't think you were on the episode when I got a call from a I'm a telemarketer. And I went live on that. Were you on the show on that?
I wasn't, but I heard that. I mean,
You know,
my god, that was funny.
Now that I am confined to a single room, I guess I could turn the ringer off. Is it too much to not have people call me at home? I don't want to fucking be bothered here. I don't understand.
Did you turn the ringer off? Is it still on?
yeah.
It'll be there.
So,
because I'm ready to call you.
so we played Cards Against Humanity, and that if you've played that game is raunchy as hell, and he plays with us, but yeah. So the raunchy bits don't get any. The funny thing about Office Space is I had to pause it a couple of times to explain some reference. Like he didn't know who Michael Bolton was, so I had to show him like a YouTube video of what was that one song he sang? Not when a man was a woman, not that one, but he had. I don't know. Anyway.
Did you have to after you showed him the picture? Did it make sense that when you explained about how Michael Bolton he was bald and had hair at the same time?
Right, he had the skullet. He perfected the skullet. Perfected the skullet, and that's always been my dream is to have my very own skullet. It's bothering me now that I can't.
You ever think about growing it out?
Yeah, man. The Hulk Hogan rocking it all the way out, right? Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Man, if it just didn't take so damn long, like if something that you do like in like a month or something, you know.
Well, Chris, you already got some gel if you're willing to take the plunge.
That's right. I have some secondhand gel I could apply to my hair. So Michael Bolton comes up, and then Michael Trapson comes up next. Oh, tell me, how am I supposed to live without you?
That was us these last couple months.
Yeah, that's what you guys have really missed is me half-ass singing.
Yes. No. We have a list right here. We compiled a list of what we miss about Chris.
Lay it on me.
Right, it's right up on her. No, but that's something we should have did. Yeah. Great thinking, guys. Where were you guys on that one?
Yeah, what's funny is he has cut his hair now, and he somehow has more hair than he did then. It's like he beehived it up like Marge Simpson.
He's got money to do it, so.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go down the line one more time in a little segment I like to call "Oh, What'd You Get?" Brian, Brink.
All right. I got some cool stuff this week. I still have a squeaky chair, but I got the Figuarts Darth Vader.
Is that the new one?
It is.
Did you have the old Figuarts?
Yeah, it's in a box somewhere.
Well, I was gonna ask you how much better is it, but I'm pretty sure it's leaps and bounds.
At least this one's properly sized. And also mine, for those watching on video, you may notice that I have put the Black Series Vader cape on him, which I like much better. And also from the Crashbox compound, see the little gift from Mr. Pinkerton. Some Bondi model kit, C-3PO and R2-D2, all weathered up and ready to go.
Ooh, so straight from the asshole then.
Yeah, man.
I guess so.
I have a funny story to tell about that real quick to interrupt you. So I sold off all my 6-inch Star Wars figures, and I had those left. I'm thinking, I wouldn't have a clue how to price those, and I know Brian had admired them several times, so I was clearing off the shelf, and I said, "All right, I'm just going to give these to him." So when I had originally, hang on, that'll probably help me out some. I'm sorry, I had to change the setting on my mic. When I was,
that's no nerd rage, Mike. Yeah, you said.
Yeah, I know. When I was originally doing those models, I just started doing any sort of customizing. So I think I used maybe some acetone or lacquer thinner on that R2 to wipe some paint off, and it basically made it really brittle. So, of course, they fall while I'm cleaning the shelf, and the R2 just literally, the legs shatter into a trillion pieces. But I had the other one, the one that has the bad motivator. Yeah, that one. Which they're literally the exact same except the head, and there's one piece on the chest that's different. So I cobbled together a R2. And there's the one that Brian's got.
So you got yourself a true Crashbox custom.
That's right. You have it.
So he has an R5D2.
Maybe.
Or R2 D5.
You got any more of those R5D4 parts?
I have a whole cup full of parts, yes, that I was going to use for a future project. But if you'd like them,
Oh, there's a couple pieces missing off this one.
Are there really? What's missing off? Wow. Send a self-addressed stamped envelope too.
There you go.
Or just take a weekend drive out.
There you go. I mean, he was just here, 12 hours ago, but that's all right. Sorry to interrupt, Brian.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. And what else? You got me, or no, I bought a Stormtrooper from you, which I had forgotten about. That was a pleasant surprise. And I picked up from Edgebox my Realm of Collectors mug.
Nice.
Yep.
Why aren't you drinking out of it?
It sounds like he just unpacked it.
I just unpacked it now.
Hashtag mug life.
And also, lastly, I got her Game Boy 2.0 pint glass that actually shows Super Mario World in the window.
Higher up.
There you go.
You got it higher up there.
Yeah.
Above the crowd.
Yeah, if you need any custom glasses, whether Realm or otherwise, hit up Get Etched on Facebook.
And that does it for me, Chris.
All right. Thanks, Brian. Thunder Thief.
All right, I got some good shit this week. I got a week vacation that I started. I got a hefty car maintenance bill. But on the lighter side, I got some, thanks to Dom, I was able to get this Dragon Star Zamasu, which I'm really happy about because there's nothing else for him just yet in the figure world. And I also got one of my long-awaited figures. I got Heihachi Mishima from Storm Collectibles.
Yeah, you've been
that's
asking for a
that's
while.
hair goals right there for you, Chris.
Yeah, I think that's
No
what I'm going to go
jokes.
for.
Check
That's
that.
the way you need to go.
There you go.
I think that's what I'm going to go for.
Yeah, been waiting on this guy since I was really young. Tekken Tag Tournament to get really good figures of Tekken. But that is all I got.
All right. Dust.
Yeah, it's been 6-7 months in the making, but here we go. I finally got Mr. Richtofen.
All right.
Finally. Actually, I had the only person that had it in stock was TF Source. I broke my 2 to 2.5 year non TF Source strike, and I bought a figure from them. And believe it or not, I ordered it Thursday around 2 a.m. It was here Sunday. That's a fucking first. So maybe they're getting it. I don't know.
Did you have any of those like source points on your account?
Yes, I did. I got $10 off.
There you go.
Even better.
So at first I heard Toy Dojo had it, so I went to Toy Dojo, and they are, it's not, they were out of stock. So I got remix of Führer and Riot. I got the cassettes.
Excellent.
Only ones out there. Is that me or you guys?
What's what?
Your daddy's 44.
But yeah, that's all I got.
Okay.
Kind of.
I don't even know what's happening.
I have a soundboard. It's awful. It's Man's Not Hot by Big Shaq, if you're familiar with that awful song.
2 + 2 is 4. -1, that's 3. Quick maths.
You have to look it up. So, all right. Is that all, Dust?
Yeah, that's it. Supposed to get a Rogue from another retailer, but didn't happen. A short count, so it's on its way to me right now.
I never heard about that. So, all right. Well,
Chris, what'd you get?
It's like the third time he's asked.
You know what's funny? Not being on this show has really slowed down my spending. I need to shout out a couple people. Shout out to EE Prime. He picked me up a Simpsons piece I needed. Toy-Con, right? Is that the last show you guys went to?
Yeah.
He picked me up a piece, and I don't remember who brought it to me. Honestly, there were so many people in my house this weekend, but thank you, EE Prime, for that.
I think that came on the John Addict Express.
Okay.
Had a few people.
I couldn't remember. I got 17 pounds of other Simpsons goodies that I needed. Shout out to Marcus K. who found them at a shop in Nashville.
17 pounds. Wow.
Visiting there next month.
I thought it was a dusty pallet in the back of Toys R Us.
No, not quite. Hey, no, they got here really quick. I did the same thing I did when Paul found all that stuff. But I'm down to I'm almost under 50 pieces needed to be complete now.
Dude, that collection was looking pretty awesome. When I was there.
Wow, you're under 50.
No, I think I'm 51 is what I'm at right now.
But they want one.
There's a couple pieces I want to replace as I go along.
You need to put up a list somewhere so like when we're all on
Yeah,
the webs and whatnot, we could just like reference it so we're not just tagging you saying, "Hey, look, yeah, I got that."
Get on it.
I had it up. I had it up on the realm at one point in time. I took it down because I kind of lost how accurate it was, but I think I'm right on the money where I'm at right now. So I'll post it up as an attached document.
Yeah, if you get a chance, maybe we can all try to resource you and get some shit because we're all going to different places.
There was a guy right before Christmas that all came out of nowhere, just real heavy in the realm, posting a bunch of pictures, and he had a bunch of Simpsons, and he was going to get with me after the holidays, and I don't even know where he went. I don't remember his name. I haven't seen him post, so the dust in the wind, so to speak. Let's see what else. I got the Hot Toys Anakin Skywalker Episode 3.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Ooh, the mean one.
It's funny, man. The lighting makes his face look about 12 different expressions. It's wild.
Is he like nicknamed the low ground Anakin?
Well, when I get the Obi-Wan, I'm gonna make sure I put him up just a little bit higher.
That thing's pretty impressive. I looked at it for like 10 minutes yesterday, I think.
Yeah, it's nice. I have one major gripe with it. He's got the artificial hand by that point, and he's got a gauntlet he wears on it. And the way these lightsabers work is the lightsaber hilt is built into the hand, and the batteries for the electronics are built into the arm, right? Well, the switch for all that is under the fucking gauntlet you have to put back on, which is just dumb. So I have him with his robe on, so I just put the fucking gauntlet in the box because you don't see it anyways. So now I can just reach under there and turn on the switch to turn the light on. It's just a silly,
that doesn't make that's a weird,
just a
weird
silly
design.
cue.
Yeah.
It's fucking horrible. Hot Toys should be boycotted for that. That's all I'm saying.
Thanks,
So-
Paul.
Easy, bro.
Paul just hit me up and said he went to my list, so I'll send that to you after the show tonight. Paul, thank you.
So, since you got Anakin, are you going to go back into Star Wars, or are you just going to be very picky?
The Star Wars prequels. I'm just gonna do the prequels.
Right.
Wow.
Oh, seriously, I am. I mean, I'm much more passionate about the prequels than any other part of Star Wars.
Yeah, because it was kind of weird seeing you sell all your 6-inch stuff, because that was like your bread and butter. Then all of a sudden you're just like, well, it's all gone. Fuck it.
Yeah. When I saw you like drop
like-
it, I was like, what?
It's like,
the
oh, he's out of the
fuck?
toy game completely.
I was like, everything
It's over.
all right. Everybody gets that collector worry about your buddies. You know what I mean? Is everything good? It's okay.
Paul, my kiss is not on your list. I promise you that.
It's on mine though.
Because your kiss.
Always.
Are they still trying to quote Michael Bolton songs? Because that would be
No,
wrong.
that is
That's
Hall
wrong.
Oates.
That's
Thank
Hall
you.
Oates,
There you
Brian.
go.
Come
Well,
on.
no, I'm
man.
wondering if they are doing it wrong. I fucking know it's Hall & Oates.
Whoa,
Listen,
easy.
listen, listen,
Don't be such a man-eater, Dust. I don't understand.
Hey, man, don't even look at me. Keep your private eyes to yourself.
listen, Brian. If anything can come into question, it's your musical prowess. Okay.
It's funny. That's all we remember from.
Me and Chris had a moment with It's Electric yesterday.
METH.
Yeah. I got the Crashbox stickers in.
Yes.
Yay, 3x3 stickers. So any Crashbox purchases, or if you want some, send a self-addressed stamped envelope too. Remember those days?
Yes.
Send a self-addressed stamped envelope too. Yeah, we should start doing that.
You want an 8x10 glossy black and white photo?
Yeah. Self-addressed stamped envelope. It won't be 8.5 because that means I'd have to shove it in a box. I'm trying to think. And honestly, I got in some. I got some Marvel Legends stuff, but it's nothing that I'm gonna jump up and down about. I finished the Sasquatch figure, who promptly fell over and knocked half my fucking shelf down. That's about it. Yeah. So kind of slow. I did pick up 10, roughly 10 to 12 scale cars.
Oh yeah, that's right. You showed me those.
That actually KJ found them at a yard sale flea market kind of deal. So some crash box fodder. Oh, and Brink, I forgot. Brink picked me up 5 of
Gold
the
rings.
yeah.
No,
And
you
when
said
he-
it wrong. You said if gold rings. You should have sang it.
And then he got me 5 after I put the rings on all my toes. He picked me up 5 of the fast lane log trucks and dump trucks. I'm sorry, garbage trucks from Toys R Us. They're very good to paint up and customize. Last one I did actually was a modified version of one of those. So it's cool to get those, and I'll probably buy more of those as they continue to drop.
See if mine has any. Maybe about time to pick one up.
So
Dude, those things are huge. I had to have like 2 shopping carts. Toys R Us.
Well, you know, I knew it was something that wasn't going to be like people weren't going to be clamoring over them. But they're cool. They scale well with 12 scale. So, I've been wanting to buy some for a long time, and this obviously is a great opportunity to do so. I will probably run out of room soon, but that's right. Speaking of Toys R Us, supposedly the last of the stock trucks is rolling out this week to most locations. And after this week, they're going to start heavier markdowns as they gear up to be closed in the next 45 days. So,
Yeah.
and I was told by a little birdie that we should expect another discount this week. For those of you that are dredging the bottom. And I also saw something in one of the groups today that they're sending stuff out. It's got a sticker over the UPC that's on the box.
Mm-hmm.
And it's I guess they're playing some games with that. So pay attention to what you're buying if you are there buying.
A
What do
few
you
weeks
mean?
ago, I bought something and they actually marked the UPC with a Sharpie.
Really?
Yeah, blacked out one of the white parts of the lines in there.
That's weird.
Which is like, it's a Toys R Us exclusive. Who are you going to return it to? I don't understand.
Right. Right.
I saw that video that fucking Brink posted up all them fucking phoenixes. Did you see
Yeah.
that, Chris?
No, which one was it?
It literally was easily 200 fucking Phoenix fucking legends.
Oh, God.
Everything.
okay.
It was incredible. It was probably just a pallet drop,
Yeah,
Well,
she was
from one of the
ridiculous.
online stores, From
No
an
wonder I
online.
can't fucking sell that figure.
And what was the price point on it?
$13.99.
$13.90.
It was the that last green Phoenix that came out?
Yeah,
the
yeah, the
Juggernaut
single
one.
one.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the video was incredible. It was everywhere. Fuck, what's his name? Vizio, whatever the fuck. You guys, what the hell's his name? Team Vizio.
Oh,
was it-
Bitch Joe's?
Oh, Zuvio.
Yeah,
Zuvio.
Vizio. The guy's named after either a TV or a bad Italian restaurant.
You know, I regret not buying those when they were $5 at Walmart just to build an army of them. I think shout out to James. I think James started an army build of them, but
Yes, I did.
as they get down to nothing at Toys R Us, I'll probably buy them just for comedy's sake.
It was insane. There were 2 shelves full of them, 3 pegs full of them, and then I walk around to the end cap, and the end cap from floor to ceiling, like 8 deep. It's just
Yeah, that definitely had to come from an online distributor site. They just dropped them all there.
Yeah.
That's crazy shit, man.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to be close to 2 Toys R Us this week with work, so I'm probably going to try to, swing by and just see what's up. Like I said, those trucks is really the only thing I'm after at this point. If I wander on something that is interesting that's on sale, I might grab it, but I'm not in there, hardcore hunting for anything.
Yeah, well, what's cool at this point is like you don't know what you're going to walk into.
Yeah, it's
If
like
they're just distributing everything everywhere, dropping stuff everywhere. It could be a crapshoot no matter what store you go to.
it's like going in a Big Lots. You never know what's going to be in there.
Yep.
All right. I know there's not a lot of news out there, but Dust, you want to give us some Transformers action?
Sure.
See what's
No, that was the Transformers transition thing, you know, when they do the
Don't want to
Yeah,
get copyright strike. You guys see this? There's not much here.
it's a cover. Covers are not.
Yeah, I just fished on this one. I didn't even know this was coming out. It's the MPP 33. It's the oversized masterpiece Inferno, not done by Wei Zhang, but it's got to be related somehow.
Does that say Robot Fantasy?
Yes, Robot Fantasy.
That's
You
soon
feel
to
it?
be a real thing.
Yes.
That's about to get himself a girl.
Does it come? Is it more than one fire engine?
I'm
I
sure
guess-
you're going to buy one before me.
How many
Yeah,
fire
maybe.
engines are there?
What's that?
Is it more than one fire engine?
No, it's just the one.
Are you sure? Because it says on the box there's fire engines.
Yes.
Also, I hate to tell them, but the Inferno is a fire truck, not a fire engine.
Yeah.
So-
Correct.
And looking at this, it kind of reminds me of the BB7 style because
Fire truck.
that's what the BB7 cardboard boxes look like for their cone heads. But yeah, I mean basically it's just Inferno. Fingers look a little more articulated. Like they got the Keith
Thus,
fingers.
look at how the arm closes nice and cleanly.
Yeah,
Remember?
nice and clean. Yeah. We had that problem with that candy. It was a paint problem, Brian. It wasn't anything to do with the engineering of it all. It was a paint issue. The paint was
Oh, I
too
see.
thick inside the hinge. If you just shaved it down a little bit, it helps it.
That's what she said.
You know, I mean, I didn't even know this was coming out. I just saw that it was out. I believe it's retailing shipped
$20.
overseas is like $65 or something like that. So it is one, in my opinion, one of the better MP molds. I really enjoyed this mold. I know a lot of people don't like it because it doesn't have that much detail.
Yo, this person's collection
fun
is
mold.
just wild as fuck. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah, but he's got a nice stairs.
Got a good size to him.
The old school stairs there. But yeah, here he is. I mean, I have no interest because I'm not going any further than, you know, saying my MPP 10 and maybe I've been on the fence for a while. I haven't pulled the trigger yet on that oversized Megs yet, but
Just do it. They're gonna KO oversize everything. Just go for
so
it.
This base it was on is pretty interesting. Those,
Do it.
Damn.
yeah, isn't that the toy world basis or?
No, it's not.
Well,
That looks
No?
like something else.
It's the knockoff toy world bases.
yes. It's
Welcome to Realm of Realm of Gray Market.
The Plaything Universe as opposed to Toy World. That's my favorite.
So if you want your oversized figs and you want your oversized, I mean, it's kind of a weird choice for me. I would think they would go with the heavy hitters, but I guess the mold was still fresh in the factory to be stolen. This is the MMC Cliff Jumper, another pick. Fist bumping with his brother there. I'm telling you, man, he's got a dust mice chest. I'm all chest. That's my body proportions right there, totally. Oh man, I don't know, guys. I don't think we're ever gonna get a good cliff jumper.
Yeah, probably not. So I mean, we'll just have to settle, I guess.
No, I can't
This is
settle.
embarrassing.
Yeah, settle.
It's bad, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, man, it's bad.
Oh, did I miss something?
Nah, not really.
Sorry.
It's all good. And then I just closed up on this one just to see it.
You know, I don't know. Maybe when it's finished, it'll look better.
I think that is finished.
No.
I think this is ready to go, man.
Caramba.
Yep. All right, just blowing through this real quick. I gotta look at my notes because I don't remember what this shit is.
This is Make Toys.
Yeah, it's the Make Toys Cross Dimension Buster Skywing, which is their Jetfire / Skyfire.
This guy's pretty good.
Comes back on the show after 6 weeks. And
And I'll bring a soundboard with me.
there we go.
Soundboards are great. They need to make a big comeback.
I see a lot of people selling their cross dimensions lately. So just I don't know
I
if the
got
thrill,
mine up right now.
yeah, I don't know if the thrill is gone. You're not the only one. I just see quite a bit in the group. So I don't know if the thrill is gone with this line, or maybe they're just waiting too far in between. You know, Make Toys kind of did take
I'm
a
broke.
step back. Yeah,
Is this Jetfire?
yeah, it's their rendition of Jetfire.
That's a hard pass for me, dog.
Yeah.
I like.
I mean, you know how they're doing their stylized different world type stuff. I mean, it really, It's a dope looking robot, man. It really is. Looks good as a robot. He's got that that thrusting crotch. You know, if you're not a
How's the ankle tilt on it?
I don't know. It looks weirdly weird. Look at that. It's two part foot right there. So, oh, not for me, but you know, that's the only thing that's new. So,
I kind of like that alt mode. It's got oh, you know what? It looks like a Quinjet. I think that's what it is.
a little Harrier action. It's got a lot of detail, man. They really are killing it with the detail with this. I know a lot of people are in on this line, but are you guys tired? Or is this what you wanted next? You know, what did we get? We got the Magnus, we got the Prime, we got the Nemesis Prime, we got there was a Megatron, right?
Isn't there supposed to be some fiction that's coming out with this too? I mean, whatever happened to that?
I think that was on that app. Wasn't there a Make Toys app for a hot minute, and there was some sort of summaries or whatnot? But I don't know.
Yeah, I like this. This is like maybe I'll start an oddities shelf. This will be on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, $109.99 or whatever the hell it is. Yeah, you ready for that?
What else am I gonna buy?
Well, I mean, it's got to be up to the scale, or even maybe bigger than Prime, right? And what was the Prime going for?
Prime.
Dan, what'd you pay for that?
That was about $60 starting out.
Oh, okay, that wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I think the Megatron was about the same range, 60, 70.
All right, they're continuing with the Headmasters.
Ooh, saw some good head.
So I know we've seen this a while ago, but I guess these new pictures are just saying, "Hey guys, it's coming." Little far in between, I think. It should have been done a little sooner. I think they should have dropped them all in one boom, 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 boom. But they're putting their eggs in too many baskets, in my opinion.
I don't know. This looks like it
Looks great. Yeah, it looks good. Looks good. I mean, it'll fit with the Chrome Dome and what was the other one?
The tank guy.
Yeah, tank guy. Shout out to tank guy.
Hardhead.
Yeah. So it'll work. That. What'd you say?
I just yelled tank guy real loud. Tank guy in a little coat.
But yeah, man, it looks great. I mean, again, this is just still prototype form, so I don't know why they're just dropping new pics of this, of what we've seen before with this. So I don't know.
I feel like they might have done some more sculpting detail too, because I mean, it seems like there's a little more line work than what I remember previously.
Yeah, I can't even say. It was.
I mean, it's been a long time since we've seen it, but I feel like
it's been a while.
Maybe Kuma Style found like a lost roll of film or something. He's like, "Oh, dude, totally forgot I took pictures of this for you last year.
I shouldn't have left you."
And this guy, I know we've seen some earlier, but yeah. Man,
you know, Dust, I have to say, your comment on the internet today.
Yeah.
And I commented back.
Yeah. I was going to ask you about that comment.
I'm so glad I don't have to be exhausted by these decisions.
Yeah. You know, I thought maybe just like, you know, that this might have sparked your interest a little bit.
No.
I don't know, man. Like I said, everything is going to, it's, and a lot of people said like, the one thing I just didn't like about the Starscream was how it felt in hand. And some of the issues that I had with it handling it. So,
Dust, are you coming around?
I don't know, man. I want to see some color on this, but what I don't like is the way these wings on the waist. You see these wings on the waist here, kind of just like are in limbo.
Yeah, well, MP did that, but BB7 didn't.
No, not at all. They cleaned it up.
I don't know. It's got a good aesthetic. Got
a good look, right?
Yeah.
And you know another thing, going to Skullfest this weekend and seeing Bobby had his two. He has Starscream with the Make Toys, and then he has the two Takaras next to it. And like you just look at when you see them on a shelf together, you start thinking. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I like the official. The officials are the official, but man, I mean, as much as I fucking griped on that Starscream, it looks good on a shelf.
I think that's most of what's important is the aesthetic of it all.
Yeah, the shelf presence is there.
Oh,
I mean, we've seen the stuff with like Takara. It seems like they're kind of dipping, but I mean, so just get the stuff that looks best.
I mean, it still has.
It
still has the issues. I don't like the gap in the you know, with the wrists and you know some things like that. But I don't know. It just seems like this mold is made to be a cone head. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird for me.
Purple.
Yeah.
Damn hands.
No. They made an announcement that on the other Seekers it's going to come with two colors.
I said no salt on my side. No salt.
Listen. Let's. I'm going to get this out of the way. I've
Go
been
ahead,
away for a
Yeah,
month.
yeah. Let it out,
Been
Chris.
away for a month. Did you know that in the 1/12 scale hobby, there's not a lot of debate about what's the best? It's just here it is. You like
That's
it
all
or
you
you
got.
don't,
Yep.
and you move on.
Yeah.
Did you know in the 6 scale hobby, there's not a lot of debate about what's best. You just like it or you don't, and you move on. This conversation we're having right now, and not please don't think I'm isolating this group that's with us tonight. This community in Transformers is the most brutal
Yep.
about everything.
Tough crowd, man.
And stepping away from it, from what we do here for a month, has really, man, I tell you, it's.
Did you grow a little hair back? Just being away from it.
I mean, I had to trim my pubes twice.
That'll happen. I mean, it just the Transformers game, especially the Masterpiece game, it's been around for quite a long time.
It has been.
It's enough years where now the companies are jumping in and we're getting better versions. So now as collectors, we feel like we're completing our collection where we want to be. Say if you're a season 1, season 2, or like me, a season 1, 2, 3 collector, I could see an end game. And then when that came out, you could see where I didn't want to like it at first because I don't want to buy them again. You know what I mean? I don't want to go through that again. I don't want to spend another $400 on that shit. I already did it. So, right in your mind, you're going to start nitpicking. You're going to nitpick right away. I don't like this. I don't like that. Fuck that. I ain't buying.
But here's the thing, Does. When are we? Let me take me. Hang on. Let me take.
Let me take
I'm gonna put my ass over here.
me out of the equation.
When are y'all gonna be fucking done?
Yeah, I think
or is the churn, and we're gonna call this churn at this point. Is the churn gonna keep everybody interested? Because this is all this fucking is I'm gonna take this. Oh look. Oh, they got a new bottle of Dasani. Oh, I'm gonna get this one. Oh no, two weeks later. Oh, this one's empty, so I'm gonna complain about it. But I really only want the bottle. I don't want the water in it.
I know
And
I've made this reference so many times, the Starbelly sneak shit, But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It was the fact that I didn't want to redo this, so right in my mind, I didn't like it. But then when I had it in hand, I nitpicked the shit out of it because I don't want to spend another $300 some odd on it. But in the long run, in my collection, is this the way I want to go?
No, and listen, I'm reading the chat.
All right, cool. I can't see the chat, so read it out.
So people are saying that there is no end game to their collection, and you're right, there is no end game.
Yeah.
And oh my God, Bobby Skullface is in our chat.
Wow.
Jesus.
Only for a moment, though.
Only for a moment, I'm sure. There doesn't have to be an end game to collecting, but how many times are you gonna swap out?
Yeah.
So let's look behind me for a minute, and it's probably not very good focus.
Hold on.
How many times am I gonna?
Do I need to stop screen sharing?
No, because it doesn't really matter. How many times am I gonna swap that Hulk out back there? How many times do you think I'll swap him out?
That depends. I mean, maybe they get one really good one that just nails it. Nails the Ruffalo look. Maybe you want the Ragnarok looking Hulk, with a towel.
How many times? Now that's different. Because if we go back to our Conehead friend here, whom's name I do not know, real or whatever Make Toys decides.
Any one of them.
Some kind of meteor, right? Some shit.
Let's call him. But
I think his name
call this one.
I think his name was Endgame.
We're gonna call him Buttfuck Meteor. That's that dude's name.
Shout out to Buttfuck Meteor.
There's only one Deadpool from the Deadpool.
Sounds like one of those bars in one of those shady areas.
Right. So I've got the Deadpool from the Deadpool movie. Are they going to make another Deadpool from the Deadpool movie from that specific set of fiction?
Probably. I mean, for Deadpool 2.
Nope.
From that, but
I'm sure he'll have different zippers on his outfit or something.
Yeah.
Or more
I
pouches. Maybe more pouches.
Do great.
Not what I'm saying.
Maybe smaller feet.
Oh, okay. Are you saying from that specific Deadpool
that specific piece of fiction? Are they going to make another Deadpool in that scale?
Deadpool 1, is that what you're saying?
Yes, from that specific piece of fiction.
Probably
are they going to make?
No.
All right. Are they going to make another purple coat Joker from the Suicide Squad? Let's fucking hope not. But you guys see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely do see what you're saying, but you're talking about this is it's a seeker mold. Let's say there's seeker mold. Let's not just say the colon. Seeker mold is a replacement for something that was made so many years ago.
You're goddamn right.
And now it's so much better because engineering's got better, sculpting's got better, the companies have gotten better. You're getting toys made by the fans. You're getting fans of the show. They're engineers overseas. You're not getting toys that are made by a company that's saying we got to cut this, we got to cut that. This is the way we got to go.
Shout out to the angry Christian for dropping F-bombs.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Goes
Chris,
right.
I mean, I think you're kind of in the
But do you get what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Listen,
It's totally gonna. It's always going to evolve as much as the technology and as much as engineering and sculpting and getting someone that's passionate about, say, Transformers onto your team as an engineer.
So no, listen, I don't know if it's Mervin or Mervine. 48. Listen to this. This is gold right here. Only switch if you believe it makes your collection better.
That's
not
it.
because
It's up to you.
No, hang on. Not because the majority says it's better.
Yep. And that's the problem with the Transformers community. It's all
Yeah.
about the majority and
Mr.
what the
Me
majority
Too.
thinks.
It's
Yeah.
Mr. Me Too. So
Exactly.
I didn't mean to
Exactly.
sideline, but
No, Chris, you're absolutely
a month's
fucking right,
worth
man.
of observation.
Sorry, let it out. Let it
But
out.
Chris, some of us are still collecting toys. I mean, we haven't all moved up to the museum game yet.
You son of a bitch! You were in my house a lot this weekend. I have a lot of fucking toys.
Yeah,
I don't have a lot of transforming robots,
Ben Stiller over here.
but I've got robots. I've got figures of varying sizes, clothed and not.
Whoa.
See, I don't even think I made it. I didn't even make it to the basement this year. Oh yeah, I did. I had to take a piss.
Yeah, you woke
Someone
everybody
was
up.
in the
Did you
shower
pass out on
upstairs. I had to go piss real quick, but I didn't really spend too much time in there, so I didn't see how remixed everything since the big purge.
I love you too, Dust, but that's okay.
I love you too, man.
So sorry for the sidebar. Please move on to the
No,
next,
not at all. We don't have much going on, but I mean, I totally understand what you're saying, but in a sense, also what with the points that I'm bringing up, also it's like the game is always changing. The things are always changing. So what we purchased 6 years ago or 5 years ago, it's not going to be the same now. So it just matters, especially where they're fed and like now it's more tuned, it's less stylized, So it just matters on what team. If you like your stylized, you'll keep the officials. You know what I mean?
I think this is more stylized.
You think so?
Look at the fuck. It's got does it have an ab crunch?
Of course.
Okay.
It should have
I
an
don't
ab crunch.
remember seeing a lot of ab crunch activities going on.
Yeah,
in the
but
G1
if you put up the Takara version next to this, if you want a straight, I'm not saying right out the tune, no detailed Takara, there's no detail on there. But if you just want something that's a little bit more closer to an animation model, I think this is a lot closer than the official. And you got more articulation. So if you want something that you could pose on your shelf, I don't know. This looks, I hate to say it because I really don't like this fucking mold.
Dude, Dust, it tickles you, man. Just a minute.
Yeah, it does. I didn't feel it until I saw it in the Conehead. I saw the Seekers. I know it sounds weird. That's a T-shirt right there. I didn't feel it until I saw it in the Conehead. But I don't know. That's all I could say is, I mean, once color's on this, I'm probably going to hate it.
Yeah, I just want to say one more thing. I know that Make Toys begrudgingly designed this and put it out because due to the nature of Sturge's transformation, they had to fill in the panels on the back of the wings. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
They're like, God damn it, it's going to cost us more.
Well, that was another thing also about the Starscream Bowl is like they pulled the switcheroo. The first pics we saw, they were full. And then when the release came out, it had the waffles on there,
Yeah, the third-party company Finish Your Toys put out the additional panels.
Yeah. Then you had to buy a Shapeways kit or some shit to fucking fill it, and that really hurt me too. That kind of put a bad taste in my mouth also. So, and this was Make Toys. It's a brand you could trust. You know what I mean? It was one of the top dogs. But
hey, listen, we listen. Our Dust, your and my favorite meme to use in the group is beating a dead horse. So this guy's puddle mush by now. So let's move on to the next.
All right, we're moving on to the jet mode.
Look, he turned into a surprise.
All right, let's talk about the jet mode. I mean, they don't get,
Toys that change into other things.
Well, let me tell you,
and that's all I got.
it's a very. Is that seriously everything?
That's all I had. That's all there was this week.
All right. Dan, do you have any non-transforming news?
Oh, I got some for your ass.
Yeah, Dan, you got any of this
gotta catch up
non-debatable stuff to collect?
I got to catch up on the haters in the chat.
Oh, I got hammered. Hey, bring it on. Bring it on.
No,
Give me
that's
something to argue about.
trying something.
What did they hear? What I really think about Infinity War?
But here we go. Starting this off in the non-TF realm, we have Haya Toys 3 3/4 scale alien figures.
Hiya.
3 3/4. Who is this now?
Haya Toys, HIYATOY.
Is that kind of like? Is that kind of like how you doing, toys? How you doing?
How you doing?
Get it?
I think it's funny that this is Hiya and he's posed in the "Hello, my darling," "Hello, my" dancing in Spaceball.
Has Mason seen that one yet, Chris? Spaceballs.
He has not seen Spaceballs.
Put it on the list.
Yeah, how's that on the list? How do you not have that on the list?
I don't know. I just haven't got to do it.
And then here's this alien, also from Haya Toys.
I have to say, their photography for these pieces is very weird.
Yeah, it's almost like the background is how small they are.
Well, the background is very off-putting, but these will also be very off-putting to put, right behind your toilet where somebody just sees the tail sticking out. What the fuck is that?
That would freak me the fuck out.
Just wait till you come over next time.
Genius. But yeah, those are the Xenomorphs from Haya Toys.
All right.
Okay. My computer's being stupid right now. All right, next up, these are the, I believe, Star Wars Elite. I know it's Chris's favorite line.
It's the community's favorite line. I just
not
make
community, even better. This is the Return of the Jedi Darth Vader. I guess it's a Disney Store exclusive.
Can you zoom into his left hand and tell me what the holy fuck is going on there?
Whoop. He's got a pretty big fucking. Is that a chokehold?
Who is he choking?
Does unhelmeted Vader need to choke a bitch?
Jesus Christmas! Who is he gonna choke? Damn, that's a lot. That's a Western grip right there.
A little later.
He's stunting on him, Playboy.
Maybe Foghorn Leghorn choking that.
There you go. So do we get a whole line of these exciting figures?
This is all I have for this one. So I don't think you're getting a full helmet. I think you're just getting a half helmet. So you can see there, even though he's got his mask off.
This is fucking awful. I mean, look at his face is nowhere near right. Go back one.
It's the metal ones, dog. I mean,
I know what it is,
terrible.
But it seriously looks like a thumb.
I heard you like metal in your figures, dog.
It looks like what was it? Honey Boo Boo's mama. That's what it looks like.
Mama June.
Oh, there you go. Somebody's a fan.
No, I'm not. I just remember it from.
I'm a fan of her entire body of work.
I actually looked her up like a month ago. She lost a bunch of weight. Yeah, so you only get the half the helmet.
Oh,
so
that's
you see
awful.
The lovely scar. Actually, no, that doesn't make sense. They probably do, but you can see the scars anyway. There you go. This is who he's choking out, by the way, because we are getting the Admiral Piet for the Star Wars Black Series. For those of you that don't remember, I believe this is the guy that Vader chokes out when he tries to question him.
No, I think he's the guy. I think he's the guy that he promoted after he choked the other guy out, right?
And Admiral Piet was captain, and then he got promoted to Admiral.
Yeah, because he choked the other dude out because he came out too close to them, and
Admiral Oswald, I think.
Yeah,
this is
Admiral Piet.
An online exclusive shared by pretty much every online retailer you've ever heard of. But this supposedly will not be available in retail.
Is this going to be
exclusive
for Crashbox or no?
No,
this is available now, isn't it?
What is now?
This is actually available now.
It's supposed to come out next month. But no, Crashbox don't fucks with the Black Series no more because their case assortments are whack. Sorry.
Oh, Admiral Ozzel. My bad. Ozzel, not Oswald.
He ain't a real
Darren!
Thanks you, Josh.
Wrong Ozzel.
Sorry, I don't know why my keyboard's fucking up on me, but here he is out of package, getting ready to shoot a bitch.
Is it sticky?
Look at those pants. Is it sticky? Does it transform? Look at those. Look at those pants.
Yeah, I think he shares a mold with Tarkin
and Thrawn.
Yeah,
and the dude from Rogue One.
Listen, once you start using this Chris Buck, you can just change the face and have a lot of business there.
Yeah, that's what I was seeing from another YouTuber I like to watch. Saying they're just going to buy a whole bunch of these, switch out the heads, and you're going to have yourself a whole bunch of admirals.
Yeah, and then
Like
Admiral
officers
Luke,
or one.
Admiral Chewie, Admiral Leia.
Perfect.
Admiral Horatio.
Star Wars 6 and Jet Forbidden. All right, moving on. You might not recognize this guy because of the red arm.
Holy
But
shit! How did he get a red arm?
This is the SH Figuart C3PO. I believe this is some sort of exclusive. I don't know. I didn't really do
the
much
infamous
research.
fucking red arm. Oh god.
Here you go. Here's C3PO with a really nice paint job and a very nice red arm because he just stuck it through.
Now, was there ever?
Killed him.
I know. We made jokes. Was there ever really a reason for it?
Yes, and they gave. There's a
comic
novel.
book, right?
That's right. It's a comic book. One of the Marvel comics explains it. I don't know what it is, but it is explained.
Basically, it was just a reason to make a new figure.
That's what happened. He caught Han Solo at the end of the movie. That's Han Solo's blood.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
C3PO has been impregnating banthas on the side.
Yeah, that's what he's. It's C3PO, human cyborg relations and fertility clinic.
Yes.
Is the
and sand people.
See, there he is. He's right out the fucking hole.
Sand people insemination.
the gold looks like the same finish, right, as the existing one? It does. to
Right
me.
now,
Yeah,
hey.
Who's ready for a rectal exam?
What's crazy about Figuarts making this figure is the limited amount of articulation that it purposefully has.
God.
And who posed that R2D2? Did Ace pose that?
Yeah,
Look at that.
that's right out the box. Don't you know he's got a little tilt?
No, it was
hold on.
Jisk likes to have the thing down in the front, I think.
Hold on. To be fair, I mean, this could be like representing when he was in like sleep mode or whatever.
No, but-
Give the benefit of the doubt.
Right, but you don't put the third you don't drop. Listen, you don't drop
Here
the.
we go. Lesson for Chris.
You don't drop the tripod when you're standing up.
Right.
I'm just gonna say that probably applies to everybody, but especially to your R2 units. The Astromechs don't drop the third leg while they're standing up straight.
Unless they're in motion.
Ocean, the ocean.
There you go.
All right, come on. I'm just trying to
look
give you
at
an
this.
exam.
Yeah, that third leg's totally obnoxious.
That's hot garbage. No. I don't know what's happening here.
I forgot how bad these were. I was just kind of absentmindedly grabbing them. All right, moving on. NECA recently has shown us some of their production pics of their upcoming It figures of their prospective Pennywises. Here's a in blister package. Blister-ish package of the Tim Curry Pennywise with his various accessories.
Is that rooted hair?
I mean, you would think so, but it's actually I think it's
Molded?
I think it's sculpted. Yeah,
Wow, it looks great.
yeah.
And like
Yeah,
the balls on the suit.
Various expressions.
No, up higher, Dan. Those balls, yeah, they look really good too.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right.
Lots of good stuff there. Then they also showed the more recent. He's also Pennywise, right? I still haven't seen this movie.
I've seen part of it. Yeah,
I would
it's still
assume he's still Pennywise.
Kind of a reinterpretation.
But yeah, here you can see him in like a full prototype, unpainted. Show off some of their articulation there.
I thought that was that Gary Oldman in that vampire movie.
Here's a painted.
does look
Oh,
like
you mean
him.
Dracula?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. But yeah, here you see in like a full what I assume is a test shot. So that looks really good too. All right, here we go. Shout out to Jay Ruse. Hope you enjoy your vacation right now. Storm Collectibles teased this last week and then gave us a full array of photos of their upcoming Street Fighter V Arcade Edition Akuma.
I thought this was out already.
No, that was the Lion Mane one. This is the actual.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was the near far one.
Yeah,
All
this
right,
one's
so
far.
this one I'm about.
Yeah, all about this.
Near.
So they showed a lot of pictures. I mean, from what I can tell, it's very similar to the other one, but it just has a more classic styling. And then the
It comes with a scrunchie.
upper gi doesn't have the giant beads like the Lion's Mane. So you can get your classic Akuma in the Storm Collectibles style.
I will be picking this up. That's exciting. I was waiting on something else to buy in this line.
Yeah.
You know what? Some of the guys that were here this weekend.
So
I hate that Jisk isn't on tonight, but You know, he got to mess with some of my 6-inch stuff. Like he thought the Mezco figures were bigger for some reason, like 10 inches tall. I don't know.
Oh, really?
I don't know how the fuck he gathered that, but yeah. So it was interesting that he was
Poses.
But dude,
He was like $80 for this.
it's a piece of shit. My homeboy's got flip flops on. I'm about it.
Yeah, I mean, cool.
I'm about
There's
it.
always
Yeah,
more
I'll be getting this
flip-flops.
one. Dude, that flame effect on his arm is dope.
Would you say it's fire?
Dylon. I think I've got that on my soundboard. Hang on a sec.
Oh,
Let's see if there's any fire related things on here.
I'm bored.
Yeah.
So, Chris, you're in on the storms, not the figure art ones.
That's correct.
All right, now does this? Did I miss it? Did you have it?
Yeah.
we talking about?
Okay.
Play it.
I gotta find it again. Hang on.
Find the booth.
Nice.
The figure doesn't come with a stand, but the fireball does.
That's a.
No,
I'm not
well, the figures
sure.
come with this. These figures
No.
come with this obnoxiously large stand that's the shape of the Street Fighter 5 logo. It's a big triangle kind of piece.
So
But
it,
is cool.
looks here, but it looks here like the only stand it comes with is for the fireball.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Oh, and there's also other faces here.
But I
just
get it.
for various
I
shit,
understand why the fireball would come with a stand because it's the
but-
Yuki
Yeah,
and shit.
So I know Ryu did. Do any of your? I mean, Chris, you would know best. Do all of them come with a stand? Does Zangief come with a stand?
I mean, yeah, he came with a stand, like a figure stand.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's almost like it's almost closer to a pack stand than anything else. The way it's got this kind of curved, almost ratcheted thing on it. I mean, it's a bit much to display on a shelf, in my opinion.
Ratchets.
I would imagine. Didn't you get just that figure you got? Wasn't that a storm figure?
Yeah, Heihachi does not come with a stand.
He didn't come with a
just
figure
comes with
stand.
his accessories. I mean, because I know the Street Fighter. You know, they have that special little Street Fighter stand. My Heihachi didn't come with a stand.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Up for a pre-order last week. You can get it through Crashbox Customs. Is the Mezco? Is this the Ascending Knight or is this Sovereign?
This is Sovereign. Yeah, the Sovereign Knight.
Yeah, so this is the more like middle kind of, what do you call him? More seasoned Batman. Got a very nice style to him. Actually looks really good. Really, really good.
Yeah, it's a good
Yeah, this
looking
was up for
figure.
Batman Day last week along with some
Oh
other
wow, look at that. I like that.
Here he is with a half mask where he just got the shit punched out of him. A little bit of scratch, then he's ready to lay some hands on Superman.
Selena hit him up a little bit.
Yeah.
Things got a little rough on their wedding night.
If you haven't gotten a pre-order in yet, get with Crashbox. We do have some left.
And
what
what is this based on? Is this based on like one of the multiverses or something?
This is Mezco's kind of interpretation.
Yeah, so they've gone all in on Batman, and they're doing a lot of Batman related stuff. This would be the third
Batman, really?
Batman, so to speak.
Like the game with the shuttlecocks and the
Yeah. Nothing.
Ooh, I love Batman actually.
Batman. Yeah, Batman goes.
Here you go. You see Batman in his full form. Comes with 3 interchangeable heads, and one of the heads has a little bit shorter ears and a little stern face.
I kind of like the longer ears.
I like short ears.
Gives it a little bit more flavor with this figure. It fits.
Little kryptonite bearing glove. He's got the bat drone, which is a silly accessory. Got a large batarang, 10 miniature batarangs, a grappling gun, and a sonic disruptor. Sorry. Public schooling only takes me
So
far.
how do you feel about these guys like taking liberties with these licensing and just doing whatever the fuck they want with it, or their stylized versions or whatever?
Well, it's no
You
different
guys go
than
with it?
everybody else, right?
Yeah, because
I know a lot of
at a
people
certain
like
point you're
based
gonna
on
run out of.
character, you know.
Yeah, I
What'd
mean,
you say, Dust? Never mind.
You roboted for a second there, Chris. I'm sorry.
no, I was just saying, they've done that literally with everything they've put out, except stuff that's based strictly off, television fiction or movie fiction. So, you look at their Punisher, it's got some Edmondson running there. It's got some, it's got a little bit of everything mixed in, and it works. Their Daredevil isn't really based off anything, but it's just badass version of the figure. Like, I mean, I'm looking right now at the Red Skull is, it's not.
That's
You
pretty
can't say-
comic. At least the head is. The head's really
Right, but you can't say, well, this is the so and so run of this, that, and the other. But on the flip side, like the Frank Miller Batman stuff, I mean, I've got.
Oh, that's strictly.
Yeah, I mean that's dead on the money. Loose skin Batman is just because has dubbed him over.
Yeah,
the
what's that? That fig's going for crazy money.
So they have taken their liberties, but it's working.
Yeah,
It's working.
So for this line right here that they're doing, it's a lot of it's their own kind of interpretation, which is kind of, I don't know. This one's kind of growing on me.
Hey,
I
Chris,
don't really
yeah.
care for these little panelings, but it's growing on me.
Yeah, Chris, I'm in.
Boom.
Veiny
Sold
Batman.
American.
One less available, gents.
So get those pre-orders in.
So-
Crashbox, do it.
All right. Also, this was something that kind of came and gone quick. This was a Mezco exclusive, and it sold out within like a few hours. But this is a purple variant of the upcoming Catwoman.
Yeah, just so everybody's clear, if it's the Mezco exclusive, that means no retailer, including Crashbox, will have it for retail. Yeah, this thing sold out. I was stuck in a work event when this dropped, and I got to it too late. I didn't get any ordered, but it went quick. I mean, this went quicker than the classic Batman went. I mean, sorry, classic Punisher went.
Oh, yeah. So this is the purple suit. Personally, I don't care for this. I mean, I get why people like it. And funny, dude, I actually left that Mezco group because I was tired of seeing posts about this shit.
Yeah, it got pretty wild.
I was just so fucking over. But yeah, I guess people were already trying to sell this on the secondary market for like $300, and this shit ain't even out. Just trying to get pre-orders in. But I mean, it's like the regular Catwoman. You can still pre-order.
You can get put on the wait list for it,
Oh yeah, you can get put on the wait list. But
or you can pay 4 times retail, or you can just not get
it's
one.
literally a purple suit. There's nothing here that, like, even this is like a kind of a bad Photoshop render of the black suit, but just in purple. But there you go. That's the Mezco.com exclusive Batman Day Catwoman. With her same heads, same accessories, with the goggles, the backpack. Probably, I mean, different coloring, but it's essentially the same. Oh yeah, then we got some sneak peeks here. This is of the very bulbous Jim Gordon with bat signal.
Why do you say he's bulbous?
Look at that fucking nose.
Well, I haven't done this to the picture. I saw it in passing.
How did I?
I don't know, Dan. How did you?
All I want to do is zoom, 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 zoom.
Yeah, look at that thing. That's the first thing I look at is his fucking nose.
Oh, I got something for you, man. Damn, I'm not quick enough. Hang on.
Yeah, he's got an Artie Lang nose. That's just
Here we go.
Nose long like garden hose.
Nose long like garden hose.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a cool set, and I think this will be something people are really gonna grab.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm nose aside. I mean, I need a Jim Gordon in my life.
Who knows?
Let's come with that bat light.
Yep, I would imagine it would.
That's what they're saying. Yeah. Well, that's what the speculation is. This is the only thing we've seen about it, is just this one picture.
Yep.
And then we have this, which is a really bad render of an Batmobile.
Yeah, they posted a little teaser video on Instagram and Twitter. So apparently, they were originally going to do a BVS Batmobile, and they scrapped it. So my thought is they took what they had done on it and just reskinned it to more of a, I don't want to say a generic Batmobile, but that's probably pretty close.
Yeah, because I mean, you can definitely see, like, just from this picture, you can see some of the stylings were taken from the movie.
Yeah.
Excuse me, with that. What do you call the top of a car?
Canopy.
Thank you.
The roof. The roof.
Yeah, the hood. Yeah, hood.
The roof.
Well, the hood.
The hood is the front. The roof is the top.
Regardless, this is the Batmobile, and it's probably going to be $500,000.
No, it won't be that much.
Yeah. All right, then on to the
That's
last.
a Mezco Batmobile.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do they? And again, I don't know much about Mezco. Do they usually do vehicles?
This
will
is
be their
for
first
your-
on any in the past?
this will technically be their second run at it because they did have a prototype of the BVS / Justice League one, but that never came
it
out.
never made it out.
Yeah, they never went into production.
But they
there's
did
prototypes.
produce the Lawmaster for Judge
Oh,
Dredd.
that's true. You're right.
Oh, the motorcycle.
Yes, in like 22 different variants or so.
All right, last order of business on my end. We have the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 Gamora, or the little one.
Or what I like to say, goodbye.
Aww.
Hey now.
But yeah, she looks great. Are you doing Guardians at all, Chris?
I have not dipped the toe in the Guardians yet.
Will you? You like the movie, right? You're a fan.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with these.
I don't know.
But this is a damn good looking figure.
Yeah, she went up for pre-order. I feel like she came out of nowhere.
That face sculpt is on point, man. It really is.
Yeah, why did they do a Guardians her and not a Infinity War? It's kind
of that is a question I don't have an answer to.
Oh, so this is already existing Hot Toys?
Yeah, everything's out here except her.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
In this picture.
That Yondu looks good, but yeah, here she is.
Did Yondu come out finally?
I don't think so, because I don't remember seeing it. But I mean, yeah, that's a good looking set right here.
Yeah. Looks good.
It is for sure.
Yeah, it comes with a little baby Groot with a packet of heat.
Yeah.
For sure.
Now here, can we discuss like what you were saying about like Transformers? Will they make a newer version of Gamora from Infinity War?
From a different piece of fiction? I don't know. They made one for the first movie, and this is the one for the second movie.
Did they make one for the first one?
They did.
Oh, okay, so maybe they will continue.
Yeah, so I mean it's kind of like with Iron Man. They make new ones.
Yeah, well, of course, Iron Man. You always know like every armor. That's a given, man. You know that's gonna happen.
And they do
the same with like Batman and Superman. They have different ones from BVS to Justice League.
And look, in every fiction, every collection line, there's going to be that character where they make a new one every
100 million.
Like Deadpool right now in the Marvel universe, like Marvel Legends Deadpool. How many Deadpools are we going to have by the end of the year? Like 12?
It's incredible. It's just going to.
And there's a whole wave, and 70% of it is Deadpool of some kind.
Can I ask another question?
No.
Go back.
Which one? This way?
No, the other way. Yeah, there it is. Why is there just a picture of her ass?
Where?
Right there. Is that a picture of her ass? Right.
Hey, I mean, you got to have some sort of selling point.
Hey,
I think that's fucking incredible.
Yeah, no, they're showing off the
buy one right now. I'm pre-ordering.
So
it's all life it is.
Does she come with multiple outfits then?
No, what they're showing here is that you can let me go back. I mean, you have a jacket you can take on and off, and there's also you can see there she's there without her like jetpack like they wore in the first part of the movie, which is
she's got a vest.
Yeah, so there's a shirt you put on, and then the jetpack.
There's multiple things here. Yeah,
dude, you're gonna have to dress it.
Yeah.
And
that face is on point.
There comes Brian Brink. I didn't hear no ice. Is the ice there?
No, hang on. Is it? It's rooted hair, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what it looks. Yeah, it is.
I think her green is off. Oh.
Break out the
Get out your color wheel, Brink.
It might be the gamma saturation on your.
Maybe it's a little too olive.
Yeah, it does look a little olive in these pictures, but look at her hand. Her hand's looks the right color.
Yeah,
but in that face is a little different shade of green.
Maybe it's the light. Maybe it's the light bulb they used.
It might be. They used to warm instead.
The color temperature on the camera, the lens. I mean, there's so many factors here.
Yeah, Dan knows.
Dan's all on top of it.
Yeah, but this it's a good looking set. Yeah, there you go. There's your daughter, little one, and that, my friends, peeps, and whatever, is all I have for you.
All right. Thanks to Dan and to Mr. Brink for I'm sorry, Mr. Dust. I'm sorry.
Hey, you're welcome.
For news hounding for us tonight. I know it's slim pickings across the board right now, but
it's been a tough couple of weeks, man.
We've got other stuff to talk about. We're not gonna go deep into this subject But
Half of
shout out
everyone
to
dies at the end.
what is that? What happened at Skullfest? Because that's what we're fixing on.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Infinity War.
Not yet. Not
Whoops.
yet.
Hmm.
Shout out to the Skullface family for the invite to the people who got to go, and thank you for opportunity to meet with our fellow brethren in the cool table and beyond. That was there. It's always a special time when we can get that many like-minded ish people in the same room. And you know,
Funny story.
let's just say that Dust made old Anakin look like a bitch, because Dust killed more younglings than Anakin ever could have. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
No, I really didn't kill that many. No, I killed some,
And
not that many.
the purple drink. I
Oh
think
boy, the purple drink.
got one too many people on the down.
Like, it wasn't just the fact of the purple drink. It was it was what the purple drink was in, and it was the way it kind of reminded me of like old school McDonald's where they had like the juice, like the
So when
orange soda fountain machines.
Yeah. No, it's when you go to the birthday party at McDonald's and they had the orange drink in that thing.
Yeah.
You guys remember? Did you guys ever go to a birthday party at McDonald's?
Of course, back in the day, man.
Back in the day. Dan, have you ever been to a birthday party at a McDonald's?
Um,
I'm not talking about this year. I'm not talking about this year.
maybe once, but I mean,
You remember
probably not.
You remember when they used to give tours?
He wasn't
They give you a
invited,
tour of
Danny.
McDonald's. You guys
No,
remember that?
I've never had that.
No, I've never had a tour. The
Yeah.
first McDonald's that came to Brooklyn in my area was on Rockaway Parkway, and it came in like 75. You know, that was still during the Ray Kroc era. So you know,
Hamburgers are still a nickel.
yeah, nickel. And, they had like a little. They were the first one to have like a little small area where they had like some sort of rides, and they were like stupid carousel with those fucking little horses that you sit
Yes,
on with the
and
spring
the weird-
and all. Yeah, a
the rock.
slide, and that's where they came up with the idea for the party, and that's fucking genius.
Yep.
Pay a couple $100. We slam some fucking cheap ass hamburgers down your fucking kid's throat. The fucking clown comes out, gives you some balloons.
Did
There
you
it
know
is,
that?
done. $600.
Did you know that many McDonald's have a basement, and it was because they originally cut the fries down there, the older McDonald's.
Really?
Did they cut the cheese down there?
That was not in the founder. I did not know that. I know he wanted a basement. Croc wanted to have him basements.
That's where we keep the fries.
So if you've never seen the movie The Founder, go fucking see that tomorrow. Incredible.
It is a good movie. I'm not sure how historically accurate it is, but hey, Batman starts at McDonald's. Only one word for that. Yeah.
So, speaking of that purple drink, Chuck says that he just sobered up at 2:00 today.
Damn, wow, Chuck was fucked.
Dude, he went missing for a while.
Hey, listen. Our mantra since last year was "Who invited Chuck?" Our mantra this year is "Has anybody seen Chuck?"
Yes, but where is he? We looked for
That motherfucker vanished.
We looked for him for like an hour.
He was like sweaty and not in a good spot. And I think someone found him in his car.
Yeah, he was sleeping. He was sleeping it off.
Speaking of sleeping in cars, shout out to Tyler F. You know what the F stands for? It stands for fun. Because that's what everybody does when they make memes of you sleeping.
Yeah, man, what a great time. And thank you, Bobby. Thank you, your family, man. We had a fucking excellent time. It was a different vibe this year. It was a little laid back, a little mellow, but I think it worked well because I don't know. It seemed like it was easier for those guys because, you know, Bobby wasn't on manning the grill, you know, and everybody wasn't just like burger.
Yeah, how was the weather? Because it seemed like I saw
it rained.
Inside.
Yeah, there was a little periods of rain. We were able to get outside for a little bit.
Yeah, they had a couple big umbrellas.
Sit under the umbrellas and stuff like that. No, not really. No, it wasn't bad at all, man.
It wasn't 9,000 degrees.
Yeah, it seemed like there was like 3 islands. You had the upstairs island, you had the downstairs, and you had the outside island. So you could just bounce from island to island.
And then you had the podcast island.
Yeah, it was like Super Mario World 5.
Yeah, they podcasted for 22 hours. So.
Yeah, good times, man. Really good times.
It was a great time. So,
and Chris, thank you for letting us crash.
Really, hey, yeah, you guys are welcome. We had, let's see, I don't even know how many people were here Saturday night. We had them upstairs and downstairs, and there wasn't a.
I'm glad I had a couch. That's all I'm
You
saying.
couldn't shake a stick. And shout out to Cody and Katie. They came over from the UK. They actually stayed over here with us last night, and we played some games and stuff, and hung out today.
Play a little Twister.
No, I'm a never nude. I don't know if you knew that. So
Never
we wanted
knew.
to play naked. So shout out to anybody that gets that reference. So.
Yeah, it was just so many different people there. It was just such a good time.
Yeah, you almost feel bad at the end that you didn't get to talk to everybody as much as you wanted to because there's so many cool people there. Chuck says he thinks he crashed face down with his CPAP mask on because he has a huge ring around his nose. No, that's a ringworm, Chuck.
That was someone's asshole.
Hey, Deluxe, you have a standing invite. I don't want to hear it. You have
come on, enough, Deluxe.
Yeah,
enough with it.
That's right.
Relax.
Deluxe actually had to sleep in his car.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he said he couldn't take someone snoring. I forget who it was, but they were snoring louder than him, I guess. And
Paul, I saw the new season of AD is coming, and I'm very excited. I got my Analrapist business cards ready, and I'm gonna blue myself. So
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and watch that all again.
yeah.
Hey, speaking of the blue yourself, there was an Easter egg in the movie that we're going to talk about.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
That's
there
right.
Is that a good
was.
segue? But again, thank you everybody. It was such
Yeah.
a fucking great time, man. It was so cool to see everybody. And
Yeah.
shout out to Tyler L. For muling my ass down there. I was not the best co-pilot because sitting in cars for that long, when my anxiety, I had to take some medication and kind of just knocked me out a little bit. But we had some good time. We stopped off for the Sheets. I've never seen a Sheets before. You ever seen Sheets?
yeah,
The gas station / convenience store, like
It's
a
a
Wawa.
knockoff
It's huge.
wall. It's a knockoff.
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge. It's huge.
some people might say that Wawa knocked off Sheets. Depends on where you're from.
I don't know.
I got out of the car. I was like, holy sheets. Look at this.
I know in the line of business I'm in, I've recently won the business of a certain one of those places, and it's not Sheets. So
Yeah.
I'll vote Wawa for right now.
Yeah, thanks for muling me.
Yeah, and Bobby and Laura, thanks. I always had fun. Again,
I'm sure Laura will hear this. Yeah.
Yeah. He's listening every week.
She listens every week intently.
Okay.
All right. So, heads up if you don't want to hear spoilers about Infinity War, you've got about 3 or 4 minutes while we kind of just start off here. So
It's been 2 weeks, man. It's already.
it's been 2 weeks. I know there's some people who haven't had a chance to go, and if you haven't, I'm sorry because I think you're missing out. So let's run. I put a poll up, not a poll. I put a post up about no spoilers, but drop your number. And goddamn, if the first 4 people just immediately didn't understand what that meant.
The first 4?
I probably deleted as many posts as there were.
Yeah, we were both going back and forth.
But what I'll say is, I think the consensus number in there is a 9.5. There was one 6.5.
Yeah, I don't shout out
But
to
other than that, everybody, I mean, it was 9, 9.5, and 10.
Mhm.
What were your guys' thoughts on it, Brian? Number wise, just 1 through 10, I guess.
I'll just say 9.5. I should probably. I don't know. I was super excited for it. It'd probably be like a 9 if I was a real critic.
Well, how many times have you seen it so far?
Only once.
Only once. Okay.
Dan, what about you?
I'm about 8.5 right now.
Okay,
I've seen it twice.
you've seen it twice, and okay. Dust, how about you?
I gave it a 9.
And how many times have you seen it?
Probably about 6.
Okay.
Oh shit!
So it holds.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've seen it I saw it in the theater once in the at-home screener limited edition. I haven't
The Dust
seen
Mites limited edition
Yeah,
screener.
I've seen a half of it. I haven't seen it all the way through again. But I'm gonna give it a 10.
Yeah. I wish I could give it a 10.
Well, I haven't seen it 6 times. If I'd seen it 6 times, it might
Yeah, well,
change my mind.
But honestly, Chris, it's like the more I watch it, the more I like it.
Yeah.
Usually it's the opposite. The more I watch it, the more I catch. The more I'm like, oh fuck, wow.
So
Russo's do a good job. They do a good job.
So, I've got a couple resources pulled up here for us to kind of bounce off of. The first thing I want to do is the 11 funniest lines from the movie. I thought these were pretty good. The first one is Stan Lee's line in the bus is what's the matter with you kids? You've never seen a spaceship before.
That was good.
Which is pretty funny considering those kids in New York City had definitely seen a spaceship.
Yeah. And well, didn't he say something after that under his breath? I thought he said something. Haven't you seen a spaceship before?
Yeah,
it wasn't like we've never been invaded. I might I have to go back and listen.
Yeah, that's
the audio is pretty bad on the.
So the second one is Tony Stark to Thanos' minion Ebony Maw. He simply says, "Get lost, Squidward."
Yeah.
And some people cite his likeness to Newt Gunray and Voldemort. So
that guy was great, man.
Yeah, he was excellent. He didn't have enough time.
No.
In response to Bruce Banner's inability to transform into the Hulk, Stark says, "Dude, you're embarrassing me in front of the wizards."
Yo, I will definitely say Tony was fucking killing it, man. He was definitely killing it.
Dude, Doctor Strange was fucking amazing too. I loved him.
He was.
Just didn't put up with any shit.
I know. Let's continue with the quotes.
The next one was my favorite line, comedy wise. And you know these movies have to straddle that line, and I thought they did a good job. Comedy wise, my favorite line is when Tony is explaining to Spider-Man what's going on. He says he's from space. He came here to steal a necklace from a wizard. I thought that was
kept it simple. He kept it simple for his audience. He kept it simple.
Yeah. So the next one, it's kind of long, but it's when Thor shows up on the Guardian ship. Peter Quill asks, "How's this dude still alive?" Which Drax replies wondrously, "He is not a dude. You're a dude. This is a man, a handsome, muscular man."
They're fucking with him so much.
I loved that. That shit was so funny.
Yeah. See, they did the comedy right. They did it right. It wasn't yuck, but it was just perfectly placed.
Yeah, I think there were some parts they could have pulled back just a pinch or whatever, but I mean, it wasn't over the top like they have been.
I think they just kept the momentum going from all those other movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And once everybody's together, every movie has a different, in my opinion, comedy tempo. And when it all came together, it just all matched up. You know, just matched up well. Man, I wish everybody was here to talk about this, man.
Wow.
Yeah, just
the next one is, "Dude, how long have you been standing there?" asked Quill. "An hour," Drax replies. "I've mastered the ability of standing so incredibly still that I become invisible to the eye. Watch. My movement so slow that it's imperceptible." And then man just comes and says, "Hi, Drax."
She didn't get much screen time, man. Not much at all.
She didn't. Let's see. Rocket has no subtlety about him. It's used for hilarious effect with Thor, in tandem with his penchant for collecting useless objects. The God of Thunder lost an eye and has been wearing an eye patch. But Rocket comes to the rescue with the cybernetic eye he stole. He hands it over to Thor, who promptly pops it in the socket. And Rocket says, "I would have washed that. The only way I could sneak it off of Contraxia was up my..."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good stuff.
And then the last one they have here is, as Groot says, "I am Groot." Cap replies, "Hi, I'm Steve Rogers." So
yeah, they kept it going. It was definitely a good tempo.
Yeah,
there was just so much fucking action going on. It's like when you had those little comedy points, you were just like, "Wow, this is good. This is more." You needed that comedy to relax you from all the action.
Yeah. One of my personal favorite lines they didn't have on there was when Doctor Strange kind of shows Peter and Stark save him or whatever. Peter's like, "Hey, I'm Peter." He's like, "Doctor Strange, oh, we're using our code names. I'm Spider-Man."
Our made up names.
Yeah, our made up names. Yeah.
The total interaction between Doctor Strange and Tony Stark made me like the Doctor Strange character.
Oh, dude, he was so much better.
Made me enjoy that character so much more.
Yeah.
So I know you guys aren't plugged into this as much as I am, but you know, the Doctor Strange Hot Toys figure that came out with the Doctor Strange movie, I don't think they made a lot of them because I don't think it pre-ordered well, just because it was what it was. That figure now has a market value of $550.
Get the
I
fuck.
saw somebody selling for $7.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whether or not they get that's another story, but they were selling for $7.
Now is that because of what we've been seeing with the Infinity War stuff?
It's absolutely what it is. He's just such a badass, you know.
Yeah, he stepped up on this one, man.
You know what's funny? I went back and watched Doctor Strange since then, and Dormammu, I've come to barter.
Yeah, that was a great.
that
whole
is
loop
so good now. You know, it's
it was like Dormammu. Yeah, okay.
and then by the end of it, it's almost like he pulled a Loki and he tricked him into what do I have to do to get out of this? You know, he tricks him in his own game basically. So, but yeah, I mean, Doctor Strange is so pivotal in this.
Yeah,
definitely.
And he was in the comic also, so I like the fact that they gave him a little bit more to work with.
Yeah, you know, just starting from the beginning here, obviously, they start after Thor Ragnarok. You know, moments after Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
So that was the end of Ragnarok. You're pulling up to Thanos' ship, and then we see that he's gotten the Power Stone already. And him and his lieutenants are standing there with what's left of Asgard.
And the children of Thanos, man, they were fucking incredible.
Yeah. I used a little more of them.
Yeah. I totally agree. Ebony Mount, wow.
Yeah, he was like the most interesting one. I just
He
loved
was very powerful. I think they wanted to knock him off real quick because he was the most powerful.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he was
I like how he got knocked off too.
What the aliens reference?
Yeah, what's your idea? It's like, did you ever see this old movie?
Yeah. Are we gonna do that every movie though?
Yeah, well, sure. It's fine with me.
Really? You think it's fine with you?
Is Footloose still the best movie ever? It never was.
That was great. That was
never, and it was,
yeah. So, what I like the thing with Quill and Thor, he started talking in an accent and fucking puffing out his chest.
I want to rewatch the movie so bad for that in exchange because the theater was just laughing so much I couldn't hear some of it.
I will tell you that the audio in our theater was fucked up. The sound and the ambient noise and the music and the score was so much louder than the vocal track. I was really having to strain to listen, and that is a bad thing about going, you know, in a large group setting is you're gonna miss some of the dialogue because if stuff's funny, people are gonna laugh, and it's almost to the point now with these Marvel movies, you know where the gags are. Give it a beat like they do in sitcoms. Let the laugh roll through before they say something else. And I know it's all timing and whatnot, but
you
know, give them a beat to catch the laugh before you roll back in.
Before you go into the next
line. So,
wouldn't that be very hacky though?
I don't know. I mean,
you know, it's like, did you ever see those videos on YouTube where like they take movies that are serious but are funny, but they put the Seinfeld music behind it and the laugh tracks?
No, but I bet
it's good
that
stuff.
would be gold.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So obviously, if we're doing a body count here, you know, we lose Heimdall. Is that how you say his name? I never say it right.
Yeah.
Heimdall. You lose Heimdall and you lose Loki. And
right off the bat. So
you get the Hulk that crash lands in the Sanctorium in New York, reverses back to Bruce.
Yeah, and that's a great fucking homage. Like in the comic with Silver Surfer.
Yeah,
in the same look, same. You know, I know we can't do Silver Surfer, but it looked really good because it was just like, wow, that's like the exact look from the panel from the comic.
Wow, is technically the Hulk dead then, since he can't come about?
Oh, he can. He just
no. I think he's just having some issues. He's got his ass beat up by Thanos, and he's afraid to come back right now.
Someone explained that to me. I think it was Extra Zero explained that to me last week, and I got it. But that's one I want to rewatch that movie because basically I didn't understand.
What I'm hoping,
I'm like, why can't you do this now? What the fuck's your problem?
And what I'm hoping what they're going to go with that in the next one is there was a point in time where Bruce Banner took over the Hulk. He was stuck as the Hulk, but he had Bruce Banner's mentality. So I'm kind of hoping that that's how they're working it out, where he like brings out the Hulk, but it's Bruce Banner.
And was the Hulk a comedian? Is that why Bruce Banner tells all these jokes now? Is that why it's reversed?
Brian, listen, the gamma rays aren't going to make you funny, bro.
Oh,
okay. I know you're
my
trying.
nuts are so shrunk right now. I've been trying. I've been exposing myself to
I
them.
know you're so drunk. So you know we get the funny interaction between Wong and Stephen Strange and making a metaphorical ham on rye sandwich, which that kind of gives you, I guess, a peek into the fact that Doctor Strange still does lead somewhat of a normal life.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to the deli and he's not wearing the robes all day, but you know they're right there when he needs them.
Paul C said Heimdall is pronounced Stringer Bell.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, you're right.
That's
You're right.
awesome.
That's right.
Now, you know, I had a quick question.
Wallace, String? Where's Wallace?
Yo, String, where's Wallace?
Yo, String, where's the Hulk?
Yo, String, where's Banner at?
Yeah, where'd Banner go?
Where'd Banner go? I don't mean in that scene. Why would he send the Hulk? Why wouldn't he use the dark matter or the dark power to send Thanos away or send Thor to Earth? Why would it be just the Hulk?
My thought is that
honestly, what do you guys think?
He knows that the Hulk has a chance against Thanos, and it's just not right now.
Yeah.
Because
to send a warning.
Yeah, but you know, Thor was all fucking meddled up, and like, why wouldn't he just send like Thor, like the guy that he's been fighting with for years?
Maybe the Hulk was just. I mean, he saw him laying there, and the angle he had the Bifrost.
I've been trying to just think about that, man.
Maybe he just turned on the Bifrost, and that's just what happened.
Yeah.
Well,
maybe Thanos was getting ready to kill him though, wasn't he? Maybe that's why he saved him.
Maybe so.
And then because Thanos didn't kill Thor, didn't go after Thor until after he killed. Fuck it, I don't remember.
I know these are the certain things. Like after watching like 6 times, I just sit back and I think about. I'm like, why? And I don't like to analyze the movie and be like that, but it just makes you think, like, you know. And like there was another part where they're up in the ship, Tony and Doctor Strange and Spider-Man and the children of Thanos are done, and they're going to Titan. And then they keep saying we have to get back to Earth, and Strange is like, "Yeah, we have to get back to Earth. How do we get the ship turned around back to Earth? Why didn't you just open up a portal? Doesn't he open these portals to teleport, getting through time and space?" That's another one. That's another one. Right? I don't want to overanalyze this movie, but these are just certain things that there's just.
So let's
as a comic book guy.
You're right. Just there are some holes here. So obviously we get a, you know, we get a Pepper Potts Tony Stark interaction in the park, which you know, kind of shows that Tony's trying to not be Iron Man all the time, yet he's now wearing the nanotech suit, which is directly out of the current comics. That last Iron Man that came out, the figure that came in the Black Panther wave is actually that armor.
Wasn't a fan of it.
Yeah, that was just a quick explanation they had. There's like, it's nanotech. All right, thanks.
Oh, great.
All right, let's move on.
I can do anything I want now.
Yeah,
pretty much. So then Strange shows up, and you know they have an awkward introduction, and bada bing, bada boom. Here comes Spider-Man with his arm hair standing up, and now they're on a spaceship, and Strange gets captured. So, did they not know that these strange beings were on their spaceship? Anybody?
Oh, you know, sensors and stuff. That's all Star Trek-y. I mean, this is more real life.
Right.
Don't go Star Trek on us, Chris. Well, Ed F brings a very good point up in the chat. Why didn't Strange just portal the Infinity Gauntlet and cut off his hand?
He did do it with the cold obsidian.
Yeah.
And that was cool. Dude, the theater went really quiet, and as soon as I saw the hand cut off, I just yell out, I'm like, nice.
Let's not.
Well, guys, what you have to remember is Doctor Strange said there was 4 million some odd possible outcomes, but only one where they survived. How do we know this isn't the one where they survived?
Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing. You devil's advocate or not, that's the angle you can play here.
No, that's most definitely why everything played out that way. He said he got it, and this is the way, and he played it out. He didn't want. He gave up the fucking stone, man. He just gave it up because he knew he had to.
He knew he had to. So,
Yep.
Back in the story here, obviously you get, you had to have Vision get located, and Bruce. What did Tony say? We haven't had time to catch up, have we? The Avengers broke up, and then he has a flip phone for some reason, and
Yeah, 'cause it's the one that
That's
That-
the one that
that
Cap
Cap
gave to Tony at the end of Civil War.
right, yeah, you're right. So that
don't you roll your eyes at me just 'cause you don't know
he's
what
like,
you're
if
talking
you ever
about.
need me, he sent it in the middle,
Right.
the Manila envelope. If you ever
That's
need me,
right.
call me.
vanilla envelope,
Manila.
vanilla.
Girl, you know it's true.
This is off-white. Said Manila.
So obviously Bruce calls Steve, and then we go to Scotland, where Vision and Miss Wanda are hanging out. I guess trying to decide how much in love they are. And I have a quick question: how old, storyline wise, is Wanda Maximoff, the non-Russian accent having Russian?
All right. Stop.
In this, no, I'm serious. She 18, 20, 22. I mean,
Probably mid-20s.
okay.
Well, going back to the accent thing, there's plenty of fan theories out there, and what they were discussing is like, oh, she's a Skrull, and that's what they're gonna do. The next big event's gonna be the Skrull invasion, or
I heard they're doing
maybe
that
that-
kind of thing in Shield right now.
maybe she's just getting used to being a part of being around with regular, like people come over to America, they lose their accent a little bit. Or maybe Scarlet, and I read this also online. Scarlet Witch said, if you're gonna hide, you need to change your presence. So maybe she's trying to hide her. I mean, even though she's alone with him, but maybe getting used to hiding her accent because they're on the lam.
I got an explanation for you, Chris. Remember Fiona from Burn Notice?
Oh yeah.
Same thing. Just go with that.
What? Okay.
Fiona from Burn Notice, first episode, full-on Irish accent. Next, just lost it completely.
That's called a pilot episode.
Just go with it.
Miami. Dude,
I don't know. I mean, I'm really.
That show, by the way.
Am I cool with the Skrull thing? I don't think it's too soon, because I think when this movie was being made and when they were thinking it out, the Disney deal wasn't done with Fox. So.
Well, I don't know that they. So from what I've read, you see Captain Marvel in that bizarre green suit, and that's supposedly something to do with the
Kree.
Skrulls.
Yeah.
Quick question: the Skrulls as a plot device in the comic, was that just like some kind of cop out, like someone wakes up from a dream because they couldn't figure out what to do, or is it like a really cool plot point?
No, it's a good plot point.
Hey Brian, if you've never seen it, look for Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes and just watch that cartoon. It's fucking incredible.
I have seen that.
It's the dumbed down version of
that. Is funny because I took my wife and all my kids to see this, and my wife's only reference to the Infinity Gauntlet was Superhero Squad, which is a children's TV show. But it actually does she's a very good job to explain what's going on to somebody that doesn't know. She was like, where was that silver guy? Oh, the Silver Surfer. Yes, because I guess he becomes the Dark Surfer. He gets the gauntlet at some point in time in that story, which is pretty funny. But so anyways, they're in Scotland, and lo and behold, here comes Steve Rogers. Along with
that was a great
along with my girl Natasha, and then Sam comes.
Dude,
she looked a lot better in the movie than in the Hot Toys.
When I saw
concur.
When I saw Steve in the shadows, my arm hair went up. It's like,
dude, I tell you, he got a damn near standing ovation from the room I was in.
Yeah,
everybody
worked well.
I even lost my shit seeing it.
I like how they kind of like with the whole Nomad comic.
I lost my shit so much that I came home and ordered the Hot Toys.
The anti-Captain America, but he still had like the chainmail underneath him. And
yeah, my brother just pointed that out. I thought that was
he still had the chainmail, the old school chainmail underneath. And
there's a lot of nods in that costume.
Yeah, without a doubt, man, incredible amount.
So they come back and meet up with Rhodey at Avengers headquarters and basically tell
Rhodey needs to eat a sandwich.
Dude, I'll tell you what, man. I was like, Damn, what happened to
Cheadle's trying to fit into them skinny jeans. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what it is. So they meet up and World War Hulk is there. I can't. What's the general's name?
Shit.
Somebody in the chat will know.
Oh, what's her name's dad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Red Hulk.
Red Hulk.
Thunderbolt Ross.
Yeah,
Ross is there. General Ross is there,
Yeah.
and he tells Rhodey to arrest them all, and Rhodey just dismisses them because he knows
that's a court martial. That's a court
He
martial.
knows he's gonna have them. So,
And that's six people in the chat saying Ross. So thank you.
Yeah, it was Ross. Yeah. I like the fact they're keeping the same guy from the defunct Incredible Hulk movie that came out.
Yeah, that is
Funny
pretty
enough,
cool.
I saw that supposedly the director of that movie wanted Ruffalo the whole time.
Really?
Supposedly.
Because it's funny, man. They play those roles so differently. I actually watched that Incredible Hulk with Ed Norton not too terribly long ago.
Yeah, I need to go back and rewatch it.
It holds up pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not hating it. I like what they did with it, but
yeah,
I don't think for standards that they were pushing with the Iron Man, it wasn't working. You know what I mean? A little
Did you
too
think
early.
there was a big difference between Avengers and the Incredible Hulk? Because I thought that they were pretty much on par.
Say that again now.
What do you mean?
The Avengers Hulk, the Avengers banner versus the Incredible Hulk banner.
So
you said that
You're comparing Norton to Ruffalo?
Yeah, you said that they had played the character so differently.
I think they play very differently.
Yeah, it was very different.
I thought between Avengers and the Hulk movie, though, it wasn't too much of a departure for me. But
I don't know. I mean,
it's the wrong movie.
Yeah,
we're not talking about the first Avengers.
Right. So the Guardians show up to the distress signal for whatever nonsense they think they're getting in and get Thor. We've talked about the comedy bits there. They go to is it? I'm not gonna try to say the name of the planet, but you get the big the big little
Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage. Dinklage. Which is great. Yeah, Tree is his name.
Yeah.
Oh man, dude, his accent.
Definitely a twist. It was definitely a twist.
Yeah, you didn't see that one coming. So,
No.
And then the rest of them go to nowhere, and they find Thanos with the Reality Stone that they got from the Collector.
Magnificent.
So Thanos runs off with Gamora, who tells them where the Soul Stone is, and they go to Vormir, where all people, the last person any of us were going to expect.
That was a mind fuck.
The
That was a mind
motherfucking
fuck.
Red Skull.
Was that not a mind fuck for everybody?
That was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I freaked out when I saw it. I was like, oh shit, I knew that motherfucker was alive.
So going up next in the body count, Thanos kills his daughter, earning the stone, but you have to make a sacrifice to get the Soul Stone.
Man, I got to tell you right now, Thanos, I was not ready to see this villain have so much emotion.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no, man, I'll tell you.
Wow.
They really, man, here's the deal.
For CGI,
nobody thinks they're inherently evil. Nobody thinks that what they are doing is inherently evil. So a lot of the time when you have a villain and it's some guy rubbing his hands together going, whoa, but you could really see his side of what he was doing.
Of course.
And you don't get that a lot with villains in any movie.
Mm-hmm.
Much less something of this magnitude.
When he tells Gamora, when I saved you, you went to bed hungry. Now your planet, the kids go to bed with a meal. You know what I mean? Like with their bellies full.
Yeah.
And he just killed half the planet, but yet he balanced it. And then that's what's in his mind. And this goes back to the comic where the reason why he's doing this is to bring the soul to death because he's in love with death.
Right.
And how they did not bring death into this, and I'm really hoping they're going to do something with that in the next movie, but I highly doubt it, to see why he's on this rampage and why he's got this crusade.
Well, I mean,
it really takes a lot out of the meaning of this to me. being a fan of the comic. You know.
Yeah. Well,
Wait, sorry. Say that again.
I'm sorry.
Say that again. I didn't quite understand what you were saying there.
Well, the whole point of Infinity Gauntlet was him destroying half the universe to please Death because he's in love with Death.
Right.
So the more souls that he gives to Death, he feels like he's, you know what I mean, impressing her, and he could court her, and she don't give a fuck about him, but he still keeps doing it anyway.
I mean, I guess
That's,
if you're trying to go
a huge
strictly,
part of this whole arc from the comic that's missing from the movie.
well, I mean, well, I understand that. I like how they kind of explain this. You know, I mean, he feels the imbalance of the universe. You know, and then that's what gives him so much meaning.
Exactly.
Gives the story so much meaning. Granted, it's not the same, but I think it kind of fits for what they're going here. Because I mean, if you could tell you the truth, if you look back at a lot of these movies, it's all about some sort of like control and some sort of balance. Like that's something that they do in Winter Soldier. That one's all about balance. You know, because that's what Hydra tries to do. And then
so that's
it's like an overarching theme for the entire like Marvel.
Now in the next one, like if they mention Death and this is why he's doing things, would you guys be like, whoa?
I think. For me personally, that would take away from it.
Yeah, I think the seeds have been
just like,
sown.
I'm doing this for some pussy.
So
that's all.
So I skipped over a part that I thought was cool. Well, when he has the Reality Stone, you find that he's got Nebula in his this bizarre ass
the torture chamber.
Torture. Yeah. And then
it was a lot worse in the comics.
You get that crazy scene where Drax and Manus just fall to bricks and ribbons, you know.
Yep.
That was crazy, but you know, one of the reasons that Gamora goes with him is to save Nebula.
Yeah, for her sister, and then in those references are in the comics, but it was just with different characters.
Yeah, I mean, look,
characters,
just like in Civil War, they told that same story basically with what they had to work with.
Yeah, and it's great. It's great that they're doing those nods, and I appreciate those nods. I'm not thinking like they're gonna. I want this movie to be exactly like the comic because they don't have the 200 characters that really need to make this fucking work, you know?
Yeah. And I like how they showed the power of the Reality Stone because like she killed him, right? She stuck him in the neck and then stabbed him with the knife. And then the dude, stranger sitting next to me, we were having a grand old time. He's like, holy crap, that's not real. And I'm like, what? And then
shout out to the stranger.
Yeah.
I love getting strangers.
Yeah. So, you know, at this point on Titan, Stark and Parker have killed Maw, rescue Strange, and then they meet Quill, Drax, and Manus, and they form a plan to remove the gauntlet after Strange uses the Time Stone to view millions of possible futures, and only one lies without Thanos, with him losing. So he arrives, and they subdue him. So Nebula figures out that Gamora's gone, and Quill pulls a Rodimus.
So before that, the plan that they had, that like they planned it all out. Like Tony, what did he do? Drop a huge thing on him first, and dude, when Doctor Strange opened the portal and Mantis comes down on his head, I'm like, fuck, that's such a great idea.
Yeah, it was really well put together.
How come he can't drop a portal underneath Thanos and send him somewhere else?
So the story
because Thanos already has his own portal,
right? And speaking of which, Stark is pretty beat up by this. Strange surrenders a Time Stone, and
before we get to that though,
that
scene where they're yanking that glove off, man, I am on the edge of my seat.
Yeah,
they did that so fucking well. Yeah. He's like, Quill, get over here, blah blah blah, and he's yelling at him, and like Mantis is saying that Thanos is in pain. God, it was just.
Yeah,
that thing was choreographed. So
it showed Thanos breaking down a little bit because, well, and going back to saying like, this is in my opinion, the perfect Marvel villain.
Yeah,
but the Marvel villain I've been wanting.
But the tension, right? They're like, we almost got it.
Yeah. What a fucking! This movie was a roller coaster ride. It was perfect, balanced, perfect.
So Thanos goes to Earth. And then in Wakanda, Bucky and Steve reunite. The Avengers, along with T'Challa and the Wakandan forces, they start on defense while Shuri tries to get the Mind Stone from Vision. Banner puts the Hulkbuster armor on, which was probably the biggest womp womp of the whole thing. Oh, I thought the Hulk was going to be in
Yeah,
there.
we didn't get that
Not-
moment, man. They
Yeah.
fucking rickrolled us, man.
Well, not only that, the CGI looked kind of shitty for that too. When he was showing him inside the suit.
So then you get Thor, Rocket, and
Yeah,
Groot
it's like a
arrive.
floating head. It is terrible.
And I will tell you, Thor coming in,
Yep, that changed the whole fucking tempo. How dope would it be if when he dropped in, they went,
So, no joke. Somebody actually recut it. I can't share
put
it,
the music in?
unfortunately. Oh, yeah, they put that
yeah,
song in
yeah,
there. It's
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, that kind of like that would kind of like, I mean, I know it's overusing it, but when he dropped in, I'm like,
Oh, dude, that part was so awesome.
yeah, that shit
Come
would
in,
have been
starts
dope.
fucking
Yeah.
shit up.
Yeah.
You know, and he.
Well, let's get back to like him making his Stormbringer,
Yeah, that was that was a really cool scene.
and with like, where's the handle? Where's the handle? And
I
fucking
am
Groot.
Groot.
Yeah, man, what fucking
Well,
kill? That's
well,
so
dude,
dope.
A few weeks ago in Plastic Fanatics, we were looking at the toys, and they're like, wooden handle, Groot's in the 3-pack. Wait a minute. And of course,
Yeah, you kind of figure it out. Yeah.
Then the joke came out. Oh, it's his wiener.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is Groot. That's cool, man. Oh man, it's wow. I'm so happy with this flick.
So just to wrap it up, at the end, he they can't get the Mind Stone from Vision, so Thanos pulls it out of him, kills Vision, and then he has the full gauntlet, snaps his fingers, half of all life. So this is who we lose here: Bucky, T'Challa, Groot, Wanda, Sam, Mantis, Drax, Quill, Doctor Strange, Parker. So that leaves Stark and Nebula and Titan, while Banner, M'Baku, Okoye, Rhodes, Rocket, Rogers, Romanoff, and Thor are left.
Yeah,
and original
basically your
Avengers.
basic Avengers.
And
yeah.
Thanos watches the sunset, which is that scene. And I'll tell you,
He smiles.
never
He's
in
happy.
my entire life in a movie theater full of children even heard a theater as quiet as
Yeah, I can see
after
that.
he snapped his
I
finger.
can fucking see that, man. Everybody just like,
and then it flashes to that scene with Gamora as a child, and what does she say? Is it done?
yeah.
What did it cost you? And he said,
what it cost you.
everything.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm getting chills thinking about it, man.
Yeah, I mean,
that movie's so good.
all right, and this is where I was. Like, anybody that turned into dust is coming back. Anybody that died beforehand is not coming back. Gamora will come back because she's trapped in the Soul Stone.
Yeah.
She's gonna be released from the Soul Stone, which should be Adam Warlock because Adam Warlock was trapped in the Soul Stone.
Yeah, but they're saving
the
him for
comic.
Guardians 3.
Yeah. They're talking maybe even past Guardians 3.
Oh, I thought
We might not see Warlock until after Guardians 3 because their next push is going to be all cosmic. You know, the Eternals and all that other shit. So, Gamora is definitely going to come back. I don't know. Maybe she's going to come back young. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with her, but I in my opinion, I see her coming back in the next movie. And anybody that turned into dust,
they'll come back. I mean,
they're coming back.
So the post
It's gonna be a
credits.
reversal. Yeah,
The post credit scene shows Nick Fury and Maria Hill, who are together. First time we've seen them in a while after the fall of Shield. There's cars wrecking everywhere and helicopters crashing. People disintegrate.
because half the universe is gone.
Yeah, so they get out and they slowly start to disintegrate, and then probably the best line of his career, Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury says, "Mother," and he drops his doohickey in his hand, and it's some sort of crazy space pager, and it's got Captain Marvel's insignia on it.
Yeah.
Did you guys notice, like, was the sun flickering in the scenes after he snapped his fingers? It seemed to me like when people were fading away, like it seemed like the ambient daylight was flickering as well. It seems odd to me. I don't know. I'll have to check that.
I'll have to see it again. But man, that was a culmination of 10 years, man. If you really think, you know, the fact that they've been able to keep this cast together short of Bruce Banner, but that was that one movie. Really,
That's fine. They don't.
They've been able to keep that cast together to pull this off. Is fucking incredible.
Yeah, it's all these years, and you know what? I know I was getting kind of bored on the Marvel shit lately, but seeing this movie made me want to go back. And one night I watched Captain America, I watched the first Avengers, I watched Winter Soldier. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I went down the line of, like, in one fucking night, like a total Cody fucking marathon, man. I'm like, it just re-sparked that interest and it re-sparked that love of what I'm so enjoying with this MCU, and I could just take what I don't like, I could put it to the side, but enjoy what's going on here.
Yeah, that's a cool thing about it. You don't have to like every movie, but this gives you reason to go back and look at.
If you didn't go in and watch this movie and be like, holy fucking shit, and this is me saying it. This is me saying it.
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit, man. What a great fucking movie.
Yeah,
what a great movie.
I'm waiting with bated breath for March. I think March 3rd.
So now we got Ant-Man and Wasp, and then we're gonna have Captain Marvel movie, which is gonna be an origin movie from the 90s.
So this is
two
things I've read or heard. So I don't know a lot about the Ant-Man story, but apparently there's some sort of quantum realm that he goes into. And they say that realm that could potentially play into.
Well, that's why he didn't play a part in this one. They're gonna work that in for that. I'm sure she might be captured in that realm, maybe. I don't know, and he brings her out.
And from what I understand too is it's a prequel maybe to this. It happens before the Infinity War.
With what?
The Wasp.
No, the Wasp one? No, I don't think.
That's what I heard.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how they do that because it's kind of hard to film a movie with half the people gone.
Yeah, well, how are they gonna do it if he's on house arrest? He's supposed to be on house arrest.
So, and Captain Marvel is a Flash. It's set in the 90s supposedly because Coulson's in it and a couple other people.
Nick Fury's gonna be in both of his eyes.
I think that it will be it comes out 2 months. It's kind of like how Black Panther came out right before this did. This kind of holds that spot. It's that.
Yeah.
Okay, this is in most of the country at least. Okay, it stopped snowing. Let's go to the movies spot. I think it's March, early March. I think that's really going to set the stage for what we're going to get in the second movie. I think. Damn. Yeah, we're right at a year out. I think that's really going to set the tone for some of the cosmic abilities that are out there in the MCU that haven't been touched on yet.
I mean, I know we went through a timeline, but do you want to really across the board real quick about thoughts on this? Quick thoughts.
Sure.
I know we're running out of time here. It's getting to the 10 o'clock mark, but I mean, this movie was fucking incredible to me.
Yeah.
I agree.
I waited so long for this, and like when I go back and look at the cutscenes and I see where they were trying and what the end game really worked. Thank you. It's like thank you, and I know I'm a different Marvel guy, and things aren't going the way that I grew up as a kid. But all I can say is, wow, thank you.
I will say that I was nervous that the Thanos character wouldn't come across good.
Yeah, like every other fucking villain that they've been giving us.
I was concerned with that. I was concerned with it being such a heavy CGI character. But I tell you, man,
you couldn't even tell.
I'll tell you what, they spent the money to make the money. That was fucking. I mean, I thought there was a purple guy with a nutsack chin that was on the screen. And, hey, listen, I think all things considered, I'm really excited about the Deadpool movie in a couple weeks. I think Josh Brolin is going to be comic book dude of the year, man.
Now,
between these two characters he's playing, I mean, I know it was just voice action and some mocap.
Yeah,
but he emoted his ass off.
There was so much emotion in this fucking movie, man. Like this movie, it should have been Avengers Thanos. You know what I mean? That's what I got from it. It was like it was just all about him, and wow, incredible. Man, they're gonna fuck this shit up. I know they're gonna do it in part two.
I don't think
I really hope they don't fuck it up, man.
The only thing people are gonna be upset about with the next movie is who's left at the end of that, because
survives, like he's really gone. Yeah.
They've got to move on. I mean, with these characters in some point in time. These guys aren't going to want to do this forever.
Well, exactly. And in like, is that the same? No, it's not the same Iron Man, but it's still Iron Man. It's gonna be like in the comic books. Other people take those monikers over, so it's not gonna be the same, but it's gonna be the same thing.
And also, too, I guess the grand scheme of things was, they had this planned out starting 10 years ago. It's like, this is what we're going to do.
Yeah, I mean,
if we make super billions of dollars, but, they're sticking with the schedule. They're sticking with the plan.
Brian, I have to think that, look, the guys are in this meeting for Iron Man 10 years ago, or it would have been like 12 years ago, that were sitting there, Kevin Feige, however you say his name,
right,
and whoever else was in there with him. Yeah. Before this I think the Disney shit happened during this, and they kept it on track.
Yeah.
They kept it on track.
It didn't skip a beat.
It makes you think the fact that they're like, all right, we're going to do these, we're going to do 18 movies, and then we're going to do the Infinity Gauntlet story.
Right.
And now they're here. It reminds me of the Trump presidency to an extent, because, in 2016, when he decided, he's like, I'm gonna run for president. What did he really think he was going to run for president?
Right.
Was it a publicity stunt to sell more, cockfights at Trump Towers or whatever they do there? But here we are, and it actually happened. So, the fact that they were able to sustain that for that long. Look, let's in a microcosm. Look at what the DC universe. What the fuck?
Right.
I mean, it's fucked up after 3 movies. Well, 4.
But also too, what I'm getting at is some of these movies. I mean, the last 2. I mean, $1 billion plus each, right?
Yeah.
The first Avengers, $1 billion something. A couple of I forget how successful all of them are.
But so you're saying the money is keeping it going?
No. What I'm saying is Disney's like, hey, you guys are making us $2 billion a year, and the story's ending when?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Like,
they're going to keep something.
I'm glad that they're not stepping in.
They start doing the math.
Yeah, I'm glad that they're not stepping in to screw up the plan.
Now they're saying like,
go 10 more years. You know?
And this is the problem. Disney is taking a step back and saying, do your thing, and where Warner Brothers is not stepping back.
Yeah, they're like, hey, man, we need that money now.
Yeah, Warner Brothers says, I want that Marvel money now.
Just to give you a breakdown, the 10-day total for Infinity War is $453 million. Yeah. The 10-day total for Black Panther is $403 million. Jesus. The 10-day total for the first Avengers movie was $373 million. So you think about how much they've grown that franchise.
So when Ant-Man and Wasp comes in with 100,000, they're like, really?
I think, and here's something else. We were talking about this, and I'm not a good judge of this because I don't watch a lot of broadcast television where commercials are played and whatnot. And I have YouTube Red, so I don't see commercials on YouTube. How much money did they spend marketing this movie? Because I didn't see a lot of tie-ins. I didn't see chips or Cokes or Pepsis or anything.
Yeah. There's no Avengers. There's no new Avengers Lego game.
Right, but Dustin,
I'm very upset that there's no new Avengers Lego game because I would love to play
in your business, you normally would see that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
right?
it's not on the Coca-Cola package. Not on.
Goddamn, if Pepsi did it, the Pepsi display or whatever,
the Thanos Frito-Lay chip.
Yeah, I mean, I think I saw
5 flavors in one.
I saw more marketing in that direction for Black Panther than I did for this, and it's like
it didn't need it. I don't.
They spent $400 million on this movie, and have turned a profit in 10 days of double 100% profit. So, I mean, they're just like, so I posted something in the group today about it was, trending to do. I don't remember what the number was, but somebody said they're just printing money now, and they are. They're just printing money.
Sportimus in the chat said that Denny's is doing the marketing for Avengers, so that sells.
That is, yeah.
Grand Slam.
Shout out to Denny's.
I thought Denny's was doing the marketing for
somebody. Thanos breakfast.
Somebody's doing a Han Solo promotion because it's something to do with a restaurant.
Is that Perkins? Perkins?
Not Perkins. It's Bob. It's Bob Evans.
Ed said that Thanos grape drink. And
Yeah.
here we go with the chat. Thanos raisins.
Don't fuck with a giant purple.
Dan,
guy.
did you have something on the marketing? I thought I heard you say something in there.
I saw people posting pictures of Dole bananas had individual like Avengers stickers. Like you could buy a Captain America little sticker on a
How
fucking
dope would be the bananas
banana.
that jewel stickers on each one? There's 5 bananas in a clip, and each one had a different color jewel on it. That would be dope. A sticker. Wouldn't it be dope? No? Nobody likes that. Okay.
All right.
Hey, Ryan, what's going on with the chat?
There you go.
Okay.
No, honestly, I we could honestly talk about this for another hour easily, but from the consensus, we all enjoyed shout out to Reese, enjoyed this movie. and
you know, look, it's rare that our community is so one-sided on this.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, there
except
was
for
one
that 6.5 that we had.
6.5, and I know that guy. I see you out there, Dez. Everybody else, it was. I mean, I think an 8 might have been the lowest I saw past that. But you know, the fact that there's so many 9s, 10s, even people
Dude,
saying I'd give it an 11, break the knob off.
Yeah.
You know, and giving this movie a 9, I think I have to go back and give Homecoming a 7.5.
Yeah. Even James gave it an 8.5. I was surprised.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's brutal.
All right. Chat it up there, Mister.
Lastly, one of the jokes I liked was when Spider-Man was saving people on Titan. He was like saving them with the webs, and he's like, "I'm sorry, I don't know everyone's names yet." Here.
It was just so much going on, man. Like I said, I've seen it 6 times. The more times you watch it, the more you pick up.
All right,
like any movie.
So here we are in the chat. Thanks everyone for coming in. If you haven't hit that like button yet, please do so.
Yo, real quick, shout out to Pinkerton being back. Let's get a hashtag Pinkerton in the chat real quick.
Yeah.
Chris,
do you want to thank everybody for all the thoughts and prayers that got sent your way?
Fuck all of you. Fuck all of you with broken screwdrivers.
Yo, the first time, I have to admit, the first night I was part of it. The second one, I have nothing to do with this. I have nothing to do with this.
No, in reality, I mean, there was a good handful of people. And look, thank you for checking on me, everybody. Everything was fine. Everything was fine.
Here comes the chat. It's going. Your hashtags are there. Thank you.
All right.
Deluxe said tall person. Hashtag tall person.
EE Prime 20 starting us off. We had chat winging them in here. Danny V, Cabalta, X Core 84. Lord Shadowkeeper, Rogue War 71, Joe V, Sunday Heat, Josh F. We had Masterpiece of Peace in here. What's up, Nick? Chris M, Ed F, Chris G. Haven't seen you in here in a while, buddy. Welcome back. We got 30, Marcus K, Ralph L was in here, Deluxe Baldwin, Cromdor. We had Bricks on the Dollar, Toddzilla 85, Paul C, Internet Personality, Justin L. Lionel M, Lucas B, The Angry Christian. We had Walter in here. We had Bobby Skullface in here, giving his thanks. And we had Soundwave Will, Mervine 48. We had Charles. What's up, Charles? Sportimus, Riverbots, The Blank Stare, Ted H, Energon Addict, Frank H, Rob M, The Intangible Cog, Mike H. A lot of H's. A lot of people, last name H. Adamus Nitron, Silver 4 Golf, Brad D, and Trent's 5. Round out the end.
Yeah, we had a lot of new faces tonight, so thank you guys for popping in.
Yeah, thanks everybody for joining in the chat. It's a very very cool part of the show that we can interact with you live here. I got a new computer. I didn't even mention that. I got a new computer.
Oh, what'd you get, Chris?
Well, it's a Dell Inspiron 157000 2-in-1.
Yo, Inspiron's a dope, man. Major powerful for the money.
Yeah, it is. It's got an Intel Core i5 8th gen chip.
Ooh, nice.
For all this podcasting. So I literally bought this to do Crashbox and
podcasting power.
Dude, I got a Dell, man.
Nick Brammer said, "Pray for Pinkerton." That's
fuck you, Nick Brammer. I like that Frank Harvey just did hashtag H. So I guess that'll wrap us up for
Let's wrap it up, man. Thank you guys, man. Thanks for everybody coming through.
Yep. Thanks everybody coming through. Hopefully we didn't spoil anybody. We gave you plenty of heads up. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we went crazy into spoilers. We just kind of gave you like a timeline and,
Listen,
and gave a little discussion. But
I literally read the Wikipedia page.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And you know, honestly, I thought we were gonna like really get into like a discussion, but I really enjoyed the way we just outlined it.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that was the best way, and then we could all pull our individual reactions.
I mean,
from it.
it's not. I don't think this is gonna be the last time we discuss this because as guys come back in.
Yeah, and Dust,
We'll talk
listen,
about-
the fact that you've seen it that many times and you still are giving it a high score says a lot because you are.
Yeah, because I hate fucking everything.
I think the word I'm going to use to describe you going forward is curmudgeon. Curmudgeon. Do we need definition on what a curmudgeon is?
Thank
Does
you.
anybody know?
Thank you.
Curmudgeon? I don't know how to spell it. Let's see.
Curmudgeon.
It's a,
there it is. It
character
popped up.
from the Infinity Gauntlet.
A
It's
bad-tempered or surly person.
Oh, come on, man.
Surly.
Now I need what's the surly definition? Come on,
Okay,
man.
let's look up surly. Let's see here.
I'm not that bad.
Surly is bad-tempered and unfriendly.
Oh
I was
God,
waiting for it to say
really?
curmudgeon.
Does everybody feel that way about me? Honestly, man.
No.
Fuck you all.
We love you, Des.
I'm gonna be even more.
I will tell you, as I was typing curmudgeon in, the word Kermit came up, and I thought about the permit for a Kermit. Remember
Kermit
that?
for Kermit. Hey guys.
Yeah.
That's the worst Kermit impersonation ever.
All right, let's go down the line.
All right, let's run down the line. I got a couple of podcasts to do.
The good people out there in podcast land, where you at, Mr. Brink?
You can find me, Brian Brink, in the Facebook groups and at Brinklizer on Instagram.
Young Daniel, my very own personal Thunder Thief.
Oh, he snapped.
RW_Dent on
Chris, I don't
IG
feel so well.
and lurking in the Facebook groups.
No.
Dust.
Yo, Dust Mites on Instagram, Eddie Dust Mites in the Facebook groups, Dust Mites on Xbox, Twitter. I ain't fucking with it no more. I don't know. Check out the Cobra Law podcast. It's called Welcome to the Terror Drum. You can find it on all your podcast flavored things and iTunes and all that bullshit. Having an episode tonight. A lot of fun. A lot of laughing.
You can find me at Pinkerton on Instagram, PNKR10, Christopher Adam Pinkerton on The Good Book, because that's what my mama named me, and Crashbox Customs on all your social media. How do you display? Thanks for joining us tonight. It's nice to say this again. You could have been anywhere in the world.
I'm smiling right now. You know that?
But you were here with us, and we appreciate that. I'm done talking.
Well, you know, I'm very happy right. Whenever I hear you say that shit, I just smile. It's good to have you back, man.
Yeah.
For sure.
Anybody else? Anybody got an outro? Nothing. Nothing about Thanos.
I think we've exhausted all the Infinity War.
Yeah, you guys are
Talking
exhausted from fucking moment one.
Yeah. Sounds good.
That's it.